Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast Live NFL Draft presented by EdgeBoost.bet. Promo code SGPN. I'm Sean Second Money Green with my partner in picks, Ryan Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer? Dog.
I have a hilarious. I'm by myself in the studio. I have multiple TV. I built a mini God's Eye, like a teardrop in the studio. I got draft coverage. I got Knicks, Pistons, and I'm gonna have to find another TV for the other basketball game at some point. Anyway, happy draft season.
Yeah, happy draft. We're gonna be sitting here sweating out some bets. The Tennessee Titans are on the clock, joining us throughout the broadcast. Let's bring them on. Colby Dant, aka Sly Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Hey, cheers. Happy draft, guys. A bunch of people are about to be millionaires and it won't be us. How are you?
Well, speak for yourself, Colby, because if Tyler Warren goes to the Jags and Ashton Ginty becomes a Bronco, I'm gonna be swimming in some cash. Kramer, what's your biggest draft sweat?
I was going through that earlier, Sean. I behind me, I even have a table. I have the Patty C table behind me. You can't really see it, but it's 2 pages. These are all props. Biggest position, like biggest payout if it happens. GT to the Broncos. Michael Williams 4. Rams draft a quarterback, and I'm ashamed to say this, but if Jackson Dart goes 3, I'll be fine.
Yeah, Kramer, are you going to get a Jackson Dart and or Shedeur Sanders jersey when the Giants draft their next project at quarterback?
Maybe. I mean, Dart would be a pretty sick jersey, but maybe we go with Milroe. I'll get a Milroe jersey.
Oh, okay.
What is your opinion of Jackson Dart? I'm sorry, I was just curious though, Kramer. You want Jackson Dart?
No. I mean, if Dable wants him, I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But no, I'm kind of with you. I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised to see him climbing up the boards, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me, the scenarios that I'd be good with, as we look at the stare down the barrel, it's
oh my god, sorry to interrupt, Ryan. Roger Goodell is on a bicycle. He's riding out.
Wow.
Oh man. Of course, reenacting that tradition of the Packers players riding their bikes. Oh God, please eat it. That would be great television. Let's bring on the Laddie Daddy as well from the Bottom Line Bombs, Mr. C.J. Sullivan. CJ rocking the disgusting Dallas Cowboys hat because he is representing the Cowboys.
No, you're wrong there, Sean. This is a Vanderbilt hat for Nashville.
Wow. You're right.
Yeah, so this is the Nashville, Tennessee Titans. We're on the clock. I got my CMA Awards outfit on. It's a big glamorous night. Tennessee is in the spotlight, baby. Number 1 pick. We all know who it's going to be. The incarnate word legend himself,
Cam Ward.
Yeah, I can't wait. Amazing journey it's been for Cam Ward. And it all comes here tonight from incarnate word. No 0-star recruit. That's why I put the star here, the Vanderbilt hat here in Nashville. I think the only number 1 overall pick to be a 0-star recruit. I have other notes that I'll break out later in the Trapper Keeper that I got here.
That thing is amazing.
It's like got a palm tree on it.
Amazing.
Good luck, PSA.
It's my Narcovelli bet detective undercover Trapper Keeper. Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like officially the our commissioner out there addressing the crowd, the thousands there in Green Bay.
Do we have a boo? I do have a little volume in the studio. I'm not hearing a boo though. He's doing the same thing where he's bringing out the wall.
Wisconsin's a nice state.
He's bringing out Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
you're not. He's cheating.
You're not going to get booed if you're bringing out.
My mistake. I thought this draft viewing party would involve viewing. I don't have a TV face this week.
Oh my god!
I was going to go by your word that I imagine it's going well there in Green Bay, and there's bicycles and Lil Wayne. That sounds great.
Yes.
Sean, before the draft starts, what is the penalty to anyone who tips a pick in the chat? Do we just immediately kick them out?
I think the gambling gods will punish you. We don't need to punish you. Yes, no tipping picks We will announce the pick in the chat. Don't be one of these. Hey, I refreshed Twitter before everyone else. Come on. There's drama. There's money on the line. Let's all enjoy. Now, Ryan and I could tip picks. We're pretty plugged into the league. Our sources are texting me. I'm texting back and forth with GMs as we speak. But I'm not going to tip any of those picks.
Now, right, since I can't see anything, I am taking your guys' word for it. Don't forget, we do have a nice sweat on Will Cam Ward kiss or hug his mom first. We gave that out at even money. It's now at what, -250. It flew up. We moved that number. So that's an exciting sweat. Nothing else.
We've already got a cash too. Travis Hunter to not be wearing a turtleneck did cash. We got some shots of him before, wearing a pink jacket and a black button down. So no turtleneck worn.
Clay Matthews up at the podium looks like he could run through he looks like he could run through a brick wall still. He is fired up.
Mason Crosby for a second I thought that was Jesse Palmer, got really old really fast. It's Mason Crosby though next to him. But is this a new thing? They just have a rapper every year, like it was Eminem last year, Ice Cube the year before. That's just I think it's a smart play by Goodell because he's not going to get booed the more he brings up rappers that everyone loves, right?
Is Lil Wayne from the area?
Oh yeah, he's a huge Green Bay.
A lot of rappers are from Green Bay, dude. You didn't know that?
There's some Milwaukee rappers. Let's not sit all over Wisconsin just a second. There'll be plenty of time for that. Although Cam Ward, my guy, my number one guy, hilarious video of him today, just absolutely trashing Green Bay, saying there's nothing to do here. It's freezing. What can you do? He goes, I don't know, get drafted and then leave, I guess, is what he
played at Washington State and then the FCS. What the fuck is he talking about?
I understand. I just like that he hates Green Bay and he hates Shedeur Sanders. That's, for me, that's a win in my book.
Easy pointing out that Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, but he's a Packers fan. Yeah, I can't do the math.
Yes, his dad is Master P, right? I mean, isn't he the new general manager of New Orleans basketball?
Percy Miller.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, remember when am I crazy? Didn't Master P get a 10-day contract at one point?
Yeah,
for the Toronto Raptors preseason. I remember watching that. Great. No, there was no chance he was making the team, I don't think. But it was a great ploy, in my opinion, to get these Canadians fired up about basketball. They've been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
What a motley crew on the stage right now. This is how you got to boo the man. This is why they need to bring it back to an East Coast city.
Wisconsin's the nicest city, though. I mean, the nicest people, the state of Wisconsin, even though they have the most serial killers in the history per capita. Historically,
well, they're a very drunk state, Wisconsin. 7 of the 10 most binge drinking cities in America are in the state of Wisconsin. And that's one, they drink a lot, but also 2, they answer those surveys honestly. You know what I mean? They don't
They're
lie.
Honest Midwest folks.
Right. You're supposed to lie to those things, and say you only have 2 drinks a week, doc, or whatever it is. These guys are like, well, we better tell them we drink till the shed is empty or something, They just have crazy drinking laws out there. I mean, like they have they were one of the last states to go to make it 21 as the age limit. It was 18 before that. The federal government had to threaten taking like highway funding away for them to do it. It was amazing. You could still, though, if you're out with your family, be under 21 and drink legally. They have to serve you because who knows better? Doctors or Wisconsin soccer parents as they're like, well, little Timmy got a home run today. Let's get a few kamikazes here with our calamari and our cheese curds.
That's the thing. We should do an SGPN trip. I know we've already been trying to do a Chicago
Shout out
thing.
to the Brat Stop.
Yeah, but Wisconsin, alcohol prices don't exist. I went to Lambeau. I went to Milwaukee. It's like you can just. You could have a group of 15 people there, and you drink for 8 hours, your tab will be like $56, and it's just fascinating.
And you can play those pull tab gambling games and stuff like that. Oh, here we go.
Speaking of drinking,
boy, Cam Ward looks not good today. All right.
This came up on the show last night, but we were talking about the famous Wade Boggs to drank 100 beers in one day story. But this is a great Lawrence Taylor moment from the draft past.
All right.
Back to your draft day. What do you remember from the day that you were drafted? Donald, I don't remember too much. I had 41 Coors Light. So
You remember 41?
Yeah, I remember 41.
You remember 41, but you don't remember what happened.
Don't really remember what happened. I just know it was an exciting time, but it wasn't like this. It was old school, and I mean, I wasn't in New York or anything. I just caught it on TV like everybody else. So,
did you get a phone call? Did you have your family around you? Did you get a phone call? You had your family around you?
I had my drinking buddies with me.
I don't know if you heard
your draft day. What do you?
He seemed embarrassed a little.
I love that. Did you get a phone call? I don't know if you heard my first answer, ma'am, but I had 41 Coors Lights.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we had that phone conversation taped? Hey, Lawrence Taylor, how do you feel about being a New York Giant? Fuck you! I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Where's my cocaine? All right, he's proud to be a Giant.
He said that so great, like the comedic timing on the way he emphasized the. No, I did not. I had 41 beers. Like it's like he battled someone that had a 40th. You know what I mean? Right. Like, no, I had 41. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
He's like between him and Mickey Mantle, two incredible New York sports legends, off and on the field.
Right.
I thought you're not going to throw Dykstra in that mix.
Dykstra, Wade Boggs.
You know the difference with Dykstra is that like LT is still like playing golf every day. Like LT is like Mick Jagger. Like he's the greatest defensive player of all time, the last defensive player to win the MVP, and he's still playing golf every day. And I'm sure there's some prostitutes sprinkled in.
That is a good point. Last time we had Joey T on, he was like, yeah, just a couple of days ago, I was golfing with LT. He's my friend. So you're right. It seems like he's active and doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
So real quick, couple bits of note keeping. The commissioner slow rolled the start of the draft 10 minutes. So I saw some people were betting on that, how long till the draft would actually open. And then this is, if you play poker, there's nothing worse than someone that slow rolls like the Titans are right now.
People get shot.
What are you doing?
And this is a tradition. Yeah, this is a tradition. You've been on the clock for 6 months now or whatever. Yeah. You know what you're doing. You're taking Cam Wards, but they were like, they want it for the drama and the TV.
They just showed a Titan super fan who had the
shoulder
pads with they're actors.
Especially Titans.
And you can tell this is classic Holly, right out of Central Casting. They put spike shoulder pads on the Tennessee Titans guys. That's a Raiders thing. Right. There's one organization that has the spike shoulder pads. It's the Raiders. You can't, if you're a Titans fan, you can't steal that. It looks just horrible.
I was just about to ask, what do you think they make? Like, especially Titans. Like, if it was Raiders, I would actually believe that they're Raider fans doing that, or passionate fan bases. But the Titans doesn't strike me as a passionate fan base. I don't think anyone's making that trip up to Green Bay without.
No, they're not making it. They're not making the trip, but they do have passionate fans. But why would they leave Nashville to go to Green Bay?
Yeah, I do.
That's the thing. Like,
we
have
insight
a great
into
time
this.
here. Yeah.
Basically, there's some sort of like super fan organization within the NFL where each team can nominate some amount of fans, and they essentially get brought out. Like the Giants license plate guy will be out. So I do think some of these guys are actually fans, but when they get it wrong with the actors, it's pretty funny. Like, have you ever seen that Titans fan before in your life? We watch every game.
No,
never seen that guy before.
What? He just decided to get spiked shoulder pads.
They should have the end zone club, the end zone boys, famous on TikTok, are the fans behind the corner of the end zone of
those guys are
Tennessee
great.
Titans games. Yeah, and they heckle the other players during the warm ups, and they're very, they're
first overall pick.
Very cultural.
Do we finally have a pick?
The pick is
happening.
No tipping. No tipping. Oh wait,
Goodell.
Someone's tipping in the chat.
Cam Ward, Miami.
Who's he hug? Who does he hug?
Oh man!
Oh no! Is that the dad?
That's his agent, man. No way.
Yeah, that's the
dad.
mom. The mom got unless that's the dad.
I don't think that's the dad because he didn't seem that happy. Yeah.
He seemed all business there.
Can we get a replay on that?
Do we have a gender fluid situation going? What's going on here? What do you mean? Sean can't determine if the mom is the dad or not?
No. There was a guy he hugged first, but it was unclear if
This sounds very disrespectful to Mrs. Ward.
Yeah.
I mean, just speaking of disrespectful, he's wearing a Miami Hurricanes pin. What a crock of shit. He was at Incarnate Word multiple years. You spent 1 year in Miami.
Oh, Jesus. Save it for your college experience
classic
8-hour show.
nonsense.
Save it for your 8-hour college experience wrap-up show, Colby. Come on. Incarnate Word didn't get him to that stand number 1. Miami
No,
did.
it did. It got him rich.
Well,
And we got
Leftwich was his offensive coordinator down there. Mike Leftwich or whatever his name was. And they took a chance on him. Guy only threw like 20 balls in high school. But what are you doing in high school? Why aren't you? This guy's got the most electric arm. He said he's seen it in 40 years. Why aren't you using it? Like, well, we had a nice wishbone we like to run.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. They used him as a runner.
And we have breaking news. The Jacksonville Jaguars are trading up to the number 2 pick.
Woo.
Really?
Yes. Jags are trading the number 5 pick overall and a second-round pick to trade up for Travis Hunter, some would imagine.
It has to be, right?
Has to
Ryan, what does this mean for the Giants? Do they just hang out and still draft Abdul Carter? This is things are going to get interesting now, especially with these mocks. When the draft first started, I thought Jags were maybe or when we were talking the offseason, Jags getting Travis Hunter.
All right, we got Mal here. We got our Jags representatives from across the pond. How are we feeling about the trade, fellas? Oh, they're not here.
Oh, they're here.
No, they're there. I see them.
Joining us, Malcolm.
What's up, man?
Malcolm and Barry from the Premier League Gambling Podcast. Malcolm, what are the London Jags doing here?
Well, it's been an exciting few hours. All we've talked about for months is the prospect of trading up. We thought it might happen. What's his name? Ian Rappaport broke it earlier on. I was set for an Aston Gentry pick, but I'm going to be honest. This started gaining a little bit of traction a few hours ago.
Yeah.
And we're trading up to 2. It's the talk of the town, Barry will tell you. And you can go and get Travis Hunter now. This is the thing when you've got like a new, what's the term? Like there's a new head coach, GM, all that situation. This is what messes drafts up. This is what mixes drafts up. This is where drafts can go a little bit mental. And that's what's happened. Yeah, so we're up to 2. We're going to go and get our guy. So I'm sure Barry's just as excited as me.
Not at all, because I threw my money on Gentry going to going to the Jags at 11-10. So I've lost my money already. But,
are we sure it's not Gentry here?
Well, it's in English. The London Jaguars call him Gentry. There you go. Anyway, he's not going there, is he? It's going to be Hunter.
I would imagine,
I
right?
Gladstone had said they would be bold, so moving up always had the potential. And what it means for me and Malcolm is we can go to bed 30 minutes earlier, doesn't it? So
yeah, you guys are 8 hours ahead. You don't have to sweat that.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, we signed up for this because we thought it would just be a bit of a laugh. But as always, I got the time wrong. So I didn't think we'd be sitting here at 1:30 in the morning. So this is the only little bit of good news we've had so far tonight.
Kramer, does this impact anything? How do you think this impacts the rest of the draft? What the Giants are going to do?
Aren't you both on GT to the Broncos? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm on GT to the Broncos.
So the Jags moving up's got to be a good thing, isn't it?
I think it can't hurt.
I also have Bears to get a running back at like 280 or whatever. This is an interesting. I mean, depending. Honestly, this also tells me the smoke on all the trade up stuff was real, and we're gonna see more of them.
There's also reports that Holland Oates saying that Calvin Ward was the guy he hugged, so it was dad first. Okay. Even though that was not a dadly reaction. So I don't know what's going on there.
Is Holland Oates the official word on Bet Online there? I mean,
he's great.
I'd like to get a confirmation there.
So, oh man, I already got a loser in there. Let me scratch that one off the sheet.
Maybe Arts and Garfunkel can chip in maybe with their.
What was the loser, Ryan?
Cam Ward to hug his mom first.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now we have to update our draft board because it's already broken because we had the Browns at 2.
Oh yeah, I can. Don't worry, that can be fixed.
Okay, great.
That can be fixed. I think.
You usually get the pick before me because my coverage is about 60 seconds behind you. It must take a bit of time for the pictures to come across the Atlantic.
Yeah, the underwater cables and then the telegram system. You got it'll take a bit, but you guys will be. And now I imagine you and Malcolm, you and Bear are gonna hit the town, grab a couple pints. You and the lads will be breaking down the Jags' new defense over at the with Travis Hunter,
singing the old fight song.
Already now, I'm just looking out the window here. The streets are filling up with people. Travis, open top buses going past, all sorts of things. Can you help me out here with? I made a bet. That's what we do here. I got a little 6-1 special today. G&T to go in the top 5. McMillan, is it Tet McMillan to go in the top 10?
Yeah,
like
6-1. I mean, is it worth staying up for another hour, or should I go to bed?
I think. I mean, you probably it's a winner regardless, but you might want to enjoy the sweat.
You think it wins?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's a win. Lock it up. Hall and Oates lock that in. What is what was the trade, by the way? Besides them getting number 2, what did there's any details of what they gave up?
Let me track. I just saw that a second ago. Hang on one second. I'll get
Commissioner's at the podium. He's announcing the pick for the
Sean, when we were out in Vegas,
here.
When we were in Vegas for the draft, we were standing next to that man as Aiden Hutchinson walked into the room. So
you're right.
Small
so you guys want the trade?
What's the trade?
So Browns traded the number 2 pick, a 4th round pick, number 104, and a 6th rounder, number 200 to Jacksonville. Jags get the 5th overall pick, 2nd round, number 36 pick, 4th round, 126, and a 1st rounder next year.
Wow, that's crazy. You get the 1st rounder next year.
Wow, just moved 3 spots.
That's amazing.
Because there's a good chance Jacksonville won't be good next year either.
How dare you?
What if they take Jackson Dart?
Please,
Jackson Dart, Jacksonville Dart.
Come on,
please.
That would be beautiful.
Jacksonville Dart.
Oh, it just
so we can go to
so
bed next year. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
we not get too long.
You don't have to get involved in this nonsense next year. Jacksonville aren't involved.
No.
Yeah, you already have next year off. It's great.
Yeah, you guys already. Yeah, your one day of working the draft stream is you're off for a year.
They said
you guys are heroes.
Flash. They're definitely taking the Shohei Ohtani of football. He was called, which I don't get that reference.
So Browns lied to us once again.
Going to play both ways. Do we know about that?
Yes, they
I think so.
Major.
I think he demanded that, right?
Right, or retire. He wants to major in offense and minor in defense, I think, and maybe take an elective on special teams. I'm not sure.
He's got multiple cards up there.
Yeah, we don't need a speech. Yeah. We need the fucking pick. Let's go. What's going on here?
Travis Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah.
And,
100%. You don't
that's a group hug. How are they going to?
Yeah. What is that?
Oh no.
That was not his girlfriend. That was not his girlfriend.
Was in there.
Yeah.
That girlfriend needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
She's Amy Winehouse vibes.
I have her plus 150 to cry though once she reads the comments online about herself.
Yes. Well, lock that up enough. Yeah. So Mal and Barry, before we let you go, how are you guys feeling about the number 2 pick for your London Jags?
I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight with all the excitement. Brian Thomas Jr. on one side, Travis Hunter on the other.
Wow. Actually, it's going to be pretty.
Trevor Lawrence is going to rip it up next season, isn't he?
Yeah.
I love it. I love Trevor Lawrence or Travis Lawrence, as Sean likes to call him.
Yeah, same difference.
Mal,
any closing thoughts on your Jags?
If we get 3 or 4 solid kickers in later in the draft, I think we'll be good to go for next season. Look forward to it.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to the Premier League Gambling Podcast. Kramer,
enjoy the rest of the night, gents. Cheers.
You too.
Cheers.
Right.
Kramer, how you feeling? Your New York Giants are on the clock. I'm sure we have some guests joining us as well.
We do. I still this blows my mind. I almost wanted to ask the British guys about Travis Hunter's fit here with this pink, but he doesn't look that small next to Armstead. Armstead's a big dude. All right,
this will be interesting because we heard, how Cleveland was going to use him, how other teams are going to use him. We didn't really hear how Jacksonville was going to plan on using, Travis Hunter. To me, it makes sense to have him full-time cornerback and then work in some receiver packages. But it'll be interesting to see how they shake things out here.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't want Travis Hunter in Cleveland anyway. He would waste away over there.
So this means he's going to play receiver, huh? Man, I got to cross off so many things.
I think he's like one of the most exciting players in a long time.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I can't wait to like I want to watch every single game that he plays. As for his rookie year, for sure. Like to see just how big of an impact he can be offensively, but also how many snaps will he get for each game. I think it's one of the best stories for Jacksonville to get him a franchise that struggles for fans. This could be a big boost. I think
it's going to sell jerseys.
You're gonna get people in that hot tub. You're gonna get people wanting. I mean, that's the story in Jacksonville. Get the people in the hot tub.
Yeah, he's huge in the snap count statistics, though, for sure. He'd like to. He led the country in snap counts, which got him a Heisman.
Kramer, like how Colby spelled out corner. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to fix something behind the scenes. All right, we got. We got Dave and Terrell. I think we might have some more coming. I was told a very angry no from Nagel's Bagels. He would not be joining, which may be a good thing for the sanity of the Giants.
This room's getting clogged. I don't want to be here for the Giants. I'm going to bow out, guys.
Yeah, all right, take a break. Back later, CJ.
We ain't want you.
You know what? Maybe I could hang around. If it's going to be Jackson Dart, I might have to hang around. I'll pop back in, but if not, you guys enjoy. You guys enjoy a number 3 pick in for the next 10 years. All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Terrell, Giants are on the clock. I assume you want Abdul Carter, right? Any other ideas?
I'm fine with Shedeur Sanders, but Abdul Carter. Everybody tells me he's a generational pass rusher. I have no faith in Joe Shane and the Giants staff, so whatever the pick is, it'll probably be the wrong one. But I'm fine with Abdul Carter here.
Dave, what do you want?
The pick is in. They ran that one up. So give me Carter.
Yeah.
Steph, officially, what do you want? Abdul Carter?
It's Carter. That's the fastest I've seen anyone put a pick in, huh? My God, I'm waiting for.
He has no idea what he's doing. He's literally
Kramer.
Like, okay, let's just go best available.
Any chance it's someone besides Abdul Carter? Any chance?
We just got the number 2 guy on my board at number 3. Amazing draft. Amazing draft. Assuming this isn't again.
What you really know how to jinx stuff.
Well, if it is Jackson Dart, I'm going to end up with a lot of money in my pocket. So I did the emotional hedge. It can't be anything else. It's Carter.
This is our Super Bowl now, Sean. Let us enjoy it.
All right. Enjoy the drafting potentially of Abdul Carter. Kramer, I'm assuming you've broken down his foot injury and you're not concerned.
I'm not a doctor. I assume the doctors have checked him out. So yeah, I'm good on that front. If you want to start trolling injury stuff, no character flaws, absolute stud. Only played on the edge for a season. Sean, are you kidding me?
He only played at Penn State, so I mean, he can't be that bad, right?
That's true. I will hate to see him if he ends up being a Giant to see what he does there. Steph, what jersey are you wearing there?
This is my cut Kadarius Toney jersey from China.
Now wait,
because I wore it last year. Dable is pumped right now. I wore it last year and we had a good draft, so now I'm wearing it again because I'm a little suspicious.
And the pick is in. It is.
We had a good draft. Oh, we'll see.
It is. Abdul Carter, edge from Penn State, as predicted by many.
That's what I'm talking about. We did it, guys. We didn't fuck it up. We didn't screw it up.
Steph, instant reaction. The lucky jersey comes through. You get your guy.
I might sleep in this tonight. That's all.
Ooh.
There you go. Now, wait, you're cut Kadarius Toney. Does that mean you were physically cut it up and like?
No, it's literally cut in half. Like I don't want this, so I wore it last year.
Like a baseball jersey now.
Yeah. It's cool.
I thought it was like you were trying to get Kadarius Toney cut, and that jersey helped.
He was already cut long before I cut the jersey.
Dave, instant reaction. What do you feel about Abdul Carter?
Yeah, I'm just glad we actually did. We what all the Giants fans wanted us to do. I think Kayvon Thibodeau is now on the block. I heard he's already been being shopped. Not going to pick up his 5th-year option probably. He's, kind of a hit or miss kind of player. And so maybe the Giants use him, package that with the 2nd-round pick, try to get back into the 1st round and pick up our boy Jackson Dart.
Ooh. All right. And then Terrell, final words. Abdul Carter, edge rusher. He's almost looking like Micah Parsons there with his shorts, his cutoff jersey, wearing the 11. How do you feel about the Abdul Carter selection?
I hope he throws a tight spiral.
Wow.
Yes, good plan.
Terrell being the heel is great.
I'm
going to enjoy it.
I'm so tired of it.
Highlighting that the Giants still don't have a quarterback. All right. Thank you, Giants folks. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Make sure you check out all the great stuff over on Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Kramer, we're already on to the Patriots.
Are we? Wait! Before
yes.
we
go, for the next
make
pick.
A prediction. We have to make a prediction. Are we coming back here tonight in the first?
Ooh, I'll leave that to Kramer.
My prediction is no.
I say no too.
I think we'll be picking that an offensive lineman at the top of the 2nd round. Jameis and Russ. Let's fucking go.
See you guys from Milrow.
All right.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
that would get me aroused. That would get me aroused.
We will be back. We will be back. Minnesota Vikings. Look for that pick or the Rams pick. That's where we're gonna be. But yeah, we're Jackson. You saw the Instagram for Joe Shane's son last night. Jackson Dart.
that was
true.
That actually did sell
Joe
me on the
Shane's
idea.
son did hit on Jalen Daniels too. So
yeah, he likes the attention. I think
he's a good quarterback scout.
All right, let's bring Terry on. Talk a little Patriots. Thank you, gents.
Great time for me to remind people I have Kayvon Thibodeau to be traded tonight at 20-1.
Oh, great reminder. Thank you, Ryan.
Yep.
Joining us on the line from the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. I love that. Cody's in the garage, but he's got his football gear on. He's got the Pats chain, the Pats hat.
That's right. Yep. Go Patriots, 6-time Super Bowl champions.
Oh,
Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
No
annoying Boston accents on the show this year.
I'm glad we're done with the negativity all the time on the Patriots finally.
Now, Cody, Will Campbell was the betting favorite. He is available. He does have short arms. Do you want them to draft Will Campbell? I think a Jalen Walker could be a nice little surprise here for you guys. Maybe they go Membu. What are your thoughts here on what the Pats do?
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping the Giants would, do us right and leave Carter on the board for us, but unfortunately not the case. Still sort of hoping that they trade back a little bit here, but probably not going to happen. So yeah, Will Campbell, I think it's kind of the most boring pick there is, but probably the right pick. You've got Drake May. They've put some pieces around him now, and I'm not worried about the short arms. He was a beast in the SEC. Only allowed 2 sacks, I think it was. Colby can correct me on that, but not very many. And yeah, I think that he's probably the right way to go. And you protect, put the protection around May to have him going for years.
If this pick is Mikael Williams, we're about to stack up some serious coin. One full stack of high society. Actually, over one full stack.
Kramer, I'm in on that one, right?
Well, I have my own too. I have multiple versions of it, but yeah, you have a small piece of it.
And then
no, you have a small piece of the Kenneth Grant.
Oh, Kenneth Grant, that's right.
To 5, yeah.
And
this is actually a hell of a sweat. I totally forgot this is when the draft started for me. It's not going to be Will Campbell. I've heard too many people say he's just a guard.
Yeah, I think that's a concern. I think he will be a good offensive lineman, but you don't want to draft a guard at number 4 overall. Colby, any college insight on Will Campbell?
I know there was a knock about run blocking. There was a knock about run blocking. Pass protection. I think he was known to be like the best in the country coming into the season, but run blocking, I thought there was some question marks, at least coming into last season. But Brian Kelly's teams aren't, really known for smash mouth football. So I don't know that was proven over the past year. But yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense considering you just drafted a quarterback. So yeah, I mean, I would probably invest in offensive line.
Yeah, I think it's just probably the way that they go. I did have T-Mac in my final mock as this pick. I would like to see that, but again, I think Campbell, like all signs point to Campbell, and I think offensive line, it really does make sense. He's supposed to be the best one in this draft. Sure, there's some knocks on the arm length, whatever else, but I think he'll be a solid guy.
Yeah, and shout out to Old Fashioned Football sitting on plus 440 of T-Mac to go in the top 10. Hoping Patriots do it now. Kramer, if not Campbell, what do you what would you guess they do here?
I mean, there is the element of like positional value, and if they decide that it's like we've heard the talk, we know they like both the Georgia pass rushers with Carter with Jalen Carter and Williams. But yeah, I mean, to the point of like none of these guys being super blue chippers. They did say the quote was he's a guy that you want to build your program around. Which
yeah,
is, I mean, at 4 though, I don't know.
I was gonna say like it makes sense to go offensive line position wise, and you are getting the best offensive lineman in the draft hypothetically, but he's not like, if he's not going to be your anchor at left tackle, maybe you are better just drafting the best edge rusher and shooting for that upside, right?
Oh, Cody catching some shrapnel here, but I don't know. That gear's pretty fire.
That's my brother-in-law.
Colorado.
Shout out to Dan.
I was wondering the connection with Irving Fryer to the fucking Patriots. Was that just you just followed his whole career? How did you become a Patriots fan?
Yeah, no, well, there's no good teams here in the Midwest, and I knew as a small child that Kansas City Chiefs fans were jackasses. So I chose to be a Patriots fan, and then they happened to win 6 Super Bowls after that. So it's been a pretty good run.
Now wait, that
Great
is
job.
That's a Rex Burkhead jersey you're wearing there, right, Cody?
Nebraska Huskers, New England Patriots.
Now you're one of the you're one of the 4 people who owns a Rex Burkhead jersey. And the other ones are Rex Burkhead direct relatives.
Yeah. Hey, Rex is an all-time great in my opinion.
No, I feel like he was always sneaky in fantasy because he could just suck up PPR points. The pick is in.
Absolutely.
It is Will Campbell.
Oh, lame. All right. The whole night's ruined. The whole night's ruined.
There go all the fun long
Again,
shots.
very boring, but probably the right.
Doesn't he kind of look relatively related to Peter Schrager? Am I wrong?
What
he
is
does
that
not look like an
he's
NFL
wearing?
offensive lineman though.
No.
Like when you see him in street clothes, you look like, man, who's the douchebag at the bar, right? Like,
I think he used to have a scouting term called a pear body.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like a guy I'm scared of, and he does have a pearish, like a tiny head and a round bottom. Sorry, Cody, we're just busted on your first.
Long as those short arms get the job done, I don't care.
Little T-Rex arms.
Sean, quick update. We might, and this is probably more for CJ, but it sounds like they may be pushing the Travis Hunter hug as all 3 were part of the hug. Yeah, it's we're getting. I believe it's been pushed.
Okay,
that's boring.
Graded no contest.
I know.
All right, so ultimately, Cody, you give this a what would you give this draft grade?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, B+, A-. It's so vanilla that it's boring, but it's the right play. So, I mean, obviously, I was hoping that Carter or Hunter would fall. You get maybe a second quarterback up there, but that became very evident it wasn't going to happen. I was again hoping they would trade the pick, but I think you take the best offensive lineman in the draft. That's what you got to do with a young quarterback and a rebuilding team. So overall, I think it's the right play.
Kramer, whose arms are longer, Will Campbell or Commissioner Roger Goodell? Because I just saw that handshake, and I'm like, I don't know. Could he block?
You think he can reach
one-on-one? I mean, if he comes at him with a bull rush, Will Campbell might have his hands full and arms full. Sorry, Cody. This is going to be fun. Trolling Pats fans. Well, good ride. We'll see. You do have Mike Vrabel, which I think is a good reason to be optimistic.
That's the get of the offseason. So place those Patriots Super Bowl tickets now.
Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns on the clock from the trade. Now, this is interesting because
this is way different.
Well, everyone was drafting Gene-T to go number 5. And of course, now the Browns are going to be on the clock here. Do the Browns trade again? I don't think they take Gene-T. What do the Browns do here? Do they go Tyler Warren? I do have Tyler Warren to be a top 5 pick. This would be pretty fun.
I was so Big Play Dave sends his regards. Couldn't make it. He's at some sort of draft party and also on vacation. Sounds like a good time. But it does sound like he was kind of in the same boat as I was, which is to Hunter or Carter. You can't really do it wrong. So now that you're not getting either of those guys, what is the answer to the question? I mean, what's the best scenario for us, Sean? It's Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant turns into a mega bomb for us if they decide they're going to go D-line here.
Do we have a prop on tiers? We're getting tiers on Will Campbell here.
Yep, there was a
Cody, you can't like that.
I would cry too if I got drafted to the greatest franchise now. Can you imagine though the Browns getting Gene-T here and an additional pick in a probably much better draft next year?
But I don't. Do they want Gene-T?
Well, I don't know.
That's interesting though.
I mean, but
that's interesting.
That good of a talent when you're rebuilding your team, you're not probably. I mean, you're not going quarterback here, right? You're picking a quarterback next year.
I don't know. I don't know if they're not going quarterback.
No, you don't. You're not taking a quarterback here.
Kevin Stefanski looks like a Bond villain. Look at that.
Sean, I need this to be Kenneth Grant or Mike L. Williams.
Yeah.
Am I crazy or is Kurt Warner starting to morph more and more into his wife?
Well, I mean, her haircut.
That's been going on. That's been going on for a while.
It's something about the gray hair because she had the gray hair like 15 years ago. I feel like, and now it's like he's starting to become her. We need to get someone to do a video of her and him and become one, because I think they're onto something.
That if they made it, but they actually did. They have a bunch of kids. Steffi Smalls pointing out that Campbell can't wipe away the tears. The arm's too short.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh wow.
Little T. Oh no, I'm crying. Oh man, too much fun. Yeah, this is crazy. This is where we got ourselves a draft. Things could get bonkers here.
Is it potentially there's a trade here, or is it the pick's definitely in? It says the pick is in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd imagine they were trying to trade it, but I guess you'd have to get somebody that's wanting to come up for Gene-T here.
Yeah, but then if they don't go Gene-T, did the Raiders go Gene-T? That was
no. I'm hearing no. The Raiders will not go Gene-T,
even if he's available, huh?
Yeah, I think they're going to go lineman.
Really? Browns?
Does
you mean
Gene-T slide all the way to 10 and just fall into the Bears?
Oh my God! Then? Someone's going to trade up.
Supposedly, Broncos have a trade up for.
It's out there. Do you guys see
Mason Graham,
defensive tackle.
So after all that bullshit, he goes 5.
Mason Graham was the 5 pick. Now he didn't go to the Jaguars, but he did go to the Cleveland Browns.
He was like the most consensus mocked guy at 5 ever.
It was funny. They got the mock got it right.
I hate
but not the right team.
I hate all this, Ryan.
Other than the Giants pick, that was cool.
If you're looking at the Huddle Report scoring, it's going to be interesting because I'm sure no one had the Browns taking Mason Graham, and I'm sure no one had Travis Hunter taking the
great point.
So
you think they'll
getting taken by the Jags,
which means the what do we think that means? Just that the point total will be a little lower since those seemed like auto picks.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right. Thank you, Cody, for hopping on. Check out the NASCAR Gambling Podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Now the Raiders are on the clock. And Ryan, we bring on our next guest, Ryan.
Yeah, we bring him up. I'm working on something over here.
Okay. I love that pick, by the way.
You like Mason Graham?
He's a dude. That was a 3-star recruit. That was Harbaugh 101 right there, but he's a fucking dog, dude. If you watch this game over the past couple of years, he's a big reason why they won the national championship.
Hopping on the line, Vegas Maddie, Raiders fan. What's happening, Maddie?
What's up, guys? I'm at the draft party, the official draft party at the Palms here. It's really loud right now, so I'm going to do my best to do this. But that's one of my targets off the board, Mason Graham. I thought maybe he would be a fit for the Raiders. We've heard offensive tackle, maybe Kelvin Banks, Mbembu. I don't know. I think the fans here are going to be very disappointed if Ashton Genty is not the pick. I'll go in there when they call it, and you can see the reaction. But I'm telling you, man, if that's not the pick, I'm a Bears fan too, so I cheer for both teams. And yeah, I want Genty to end up a Bear or a Raider one way or another. So we'll find out one reaction here shortly. But I don't know. Now that Genty's still available, I would be a little surprised if he doesn't go here.
Yeah, no, this is going to be certainly interesting to see how things shake out. Of course, Maddie, official proxy, we're going to be doing our big announcement coming up with the circuit contest. If you are playing in the circuit contest, make sure you sign up over at footballcontest.com, promo code SGP. What's the promo code or what's the break they get for signing up?
That's the promo code right now. It's $50 off your proxy fees. We also have another promotion going through the weekend that's a draft where you save $50 off your proxy fees. So either way, you can't lose, guys. So, or I should say 10% off. 10% off is for the draft promo code. If you go to proxy.footballcontest.com, you can get all the options. You can see the Circa Million, Circa Survivor, all that good stuff. I just ran into the Godfather, Brent Musburger here. He's a huge Raiders fan as well. So all the stars are out here tonight.
Yeah, and I see Pete in the chat saying Will Johnson because of Charles Woodson and other Michigan man, Tom Brady. I have a couple long shot tickets on Will Johnson to go here to the Raiders at number 6 or the Raiders to draft a cornerback. So certainly going to be rooting for that. That would be a nice hit. But it sounds like, Matt, you think they probably go.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get. Oh, they're hyping it. They play the music in the background to get everybody excited. So when they make that call, I'll let you guys go live and you can see what the fans think of the pick.
All right, Kramer, what do you think they do here?
I mean, we speculated Will Johnson early in the process, so it certainly seems like that would be excellent. I mean, multiple connections there with the maize and blue. So, I mean, we kind of have speculated this could be a thing. Don't you have a piece of that, Sean?
Yeah, no, I have a.
There it is, popular pick, and he's coming to Vegas, guys. So
Ashton
pretty
Genty.
exciting.
Oh. All right, thanks,
all right,
Matt. Appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully that turned out all right. I know it's a little crazy here.
Yeah, it's all good.
Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah, Vegas gets their guy.
I was at Mountain West Media Days in Vegas, and Ashton Genty wasn't allowed to go into the Circa because he wasn't old enough. So he had to be from Resorts World. They put him up in Resorts World, right? Everyone else is there being interviewed, but he just had to do it from the hotel room in Resorts World to talk on all the stuff there via satellite, essentially. Pretty hilarious stuff. But hey, he's back. He's back playing at Allegiant, where they won several Mountain West championships.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of makes sense for them. I don't know. If I'm the Raiders, I'm still a little skeptical about using this high of a pick on a running back.
Yeah, we heard the noise though. Like it shouldn't be that surprising to us, I guess. We heard how much everyone loved him.
Are they ahead of the curve on the renaissance of the running back? I think that's the big thing. Pete
Carroll's the coach. Of course, Pete Carroll's on it.
But it seems to be, that running is kind of coming back into football, college and pro, at a stronger level. Are they ahead of the curve? Is this something that can pay off, 3-4 years down the pipeline?
I guess I would just never describe the Raiders as ahead of the curve. But yeah, Ashton Genty's good, and certainly you need help at offense. So I think if you just start there, that makes a ton of sense. So. We'll see. I would have liked something more fun there, But yeah, let's switch things over to the Jets because the Jets are on the clock. We got Scott Reichel, you know we love him from SGPN and from Fox Sports and a bunch of other spots. Jared Smith, Jared, Jets are on the clock. What do we think they do? What do we want them to do as a Jets fan?
Well, my original prediction was Membao. I think getting 2 bookend tackles to protect Justin Fields or whoever, you know, is going to be, God forbid, you know, they have someone playing, you know, that's upright for them in 2027 at the quarterback position. But I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, you know, that's what the regime did last year, right? They passed on Bowers. They went with Fashanu. So maybe it's like the Costanza move, right? You do the opposite this year. You take the tight end. And you ignore the O-line. So that was kind of where I was at, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was either of those 2 guys, Warren or the tackle from Missouri.
And joining us as well, Scott Reichel. Scott, what do you think the Jets will do? What do you want them to do?
Yeah, so I initially thought Membao as well. It just felt like the offensive line's always been a concern for this team, whether Rodgers is the quarterback or not, because now you got a more mobile guy. They can never block anyone. It's a problem with this team. So I do think that Membao solves some issues. If you want to go best available, I don't mind going for Walker potentially out of Georgia, who I think can be a solid pass rusher for this team. The Jets, the thing you can argue is a blessing and a curse that the team is bad almost every year. So they need help with a lot of positions. So you really can't go wrong when it comes to drafting some talented guys. If you want to go for best available, though, I don't mind going for Walker. But I think it's either going to be Walker or it's going to be, once again, Membao. I like Warren. At the end of the day, a tight end's not going to help fix anything. No offense to Warren. I do like him as a player. I'd rather go for solid players of positions of need, kind of a combo there. I'd go Membao or Walker personally if I had the pick choice for myself.
Yeah, I got
Sean,
a nice.
Can't wait to have GT on the Beeson show.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he's a Raider and the Mountain West connection, he'll probably be hanging out at. I mean, the odds he's at Stadium Swim, that's a lock. But I'm hoping they go D-line because I got a nice plus 850 on the Jets' first pick to be a defensive lineman, which I think, you know, where they sit right now, considering Mason Graham and Carter are the only guys off the board. There's still, you know, Michael Williams was catching some steam, Jalen Walker. So a lot of stuff, a lot of good D linemen available. Kramer, what do you want them to do?
Well, the Jets tend to jet. I like. I also have a small position on the defensive line thing. It does seem like, and the coach, right? Like we're leaning into the idea that the new coach is going to draft on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes,
offensive line makes the most sense, which is why the Jets won't do it. I've just there's been too much smoke around them randomly drafting a defensive back here. So,
that's my final answer.
Membu?
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his name. You guys are probably better at it than me at this point.
Well, sounds right. We're all sounding close enough.
That's what I had in my mock, so I'll stick with the original.
It does. Yeah, it feels like the safe play. I'll lean into the idea that Aaron Glenn goes defense, new head coach, new defensive mind. I like that angle. I feel like there's a little bit of value. Colby, any thoughts on the Jets? What they could use, or more so like some college angles.
Yeah, I mean, they could use any player, you know, that I feel like they're pretty good. You know, I actually am terrified if you're, you know, following this historically, whether it's Zach Wilson, you can go back to Johnny Mitchell or something. They have.
How about Blair?
What was that?
Uh-oh.
I
think you
Blair Thomas? Was he going to say Blair Thomas?
I think he was about to, and then StreamYard gave him the mercy killing. He decided
this is a great freeze.
But yes, Blair Thomas would certainly would fit that as well. But no, I mean, I think Aaron Glenn will go defense. You know, he was a defensive guy. You know, played under RC Sloak and played, you know, Parcells and Belichick. His brother also, you know, played for the Jets at a linebacker. Jason Glenn. And I think they'll go defense. The question is I think what Kramer was alluding to was do they go secondary? Because historically,
so my buddy Justin,
I don't even know what's going on back there. I got a shirtless guy entering.
Guy's golf trip. Come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, AKA the photographer of the $200,000 win video.
Yeah, Pintani, my buddy, was there filming my reaction video when I won $200K on DraftKings.
Diddy party. Uh-oh. What are you guys doing out there in Arizona? You're close to the border.
Coffee, man. That was perfect.
That was perfect.
Colby, what were you breaking down? You got
I was gonna say that I'll be honest.
Colby, I'm sorry. Okay. Sean Diddy Green is too easy. Anyway, continue, Colby.
No, I'm going to take a shot on him going defensive back. He was once a first-round draft pick, and I think he kind of started that trend. And the Jets have had that's actually like the one position where the Jets have had success is drafting corner and defensive back. I feel like so.
Well, and then there was some rumors late about Sauce Gardner potentially getting traded. I mean, Scott, why are the Jets? I was talking to Kramer this morning. Why would they trade Breece Hall and or Sauce Gardner? They're good young players. Like, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
I was going to say the Breece Hall one's a bit more interesting because I think he is a good player, but you could argue that running backs are more expendable than any other position in the league. I know that Kobe was talking about the running back renaissance. But when it comes down to it, the Jets need a lot more help than a good running back. And if you think you might get some draft capital to improve in, I'll say more important positions, and no offense to running back enthusiasts, then I do think you can find a way to make the team better long term. I get the decision if they want to move on from Hall because they haven't really utilized him properly at all since they got him. So if you're going to be wasting away a good player anyway, then what's the point of having him in the first place? If you wanted the three choices for me, it would either be Membao, it would be Walker, or if you want to go defense, I think it has to be Johnson. If you want to go for a corner, I think he's easily the best corner in the entire class for me. I'd go with one of those three guys. I was going to say Membao would be my guess because they ended up drafting a young offensive tackle last round too last year, so they can do that too.
So and you're correct. You're correct, Scott. Jets draft Armand Membu out of Missouri, second team All SEC. So a little chalkier on that side, but certainly, the Jets need offensive line help. Membu, you could make a case, is the best tackle in the class. I know some people had him higher than Will Campbell, so wouldn't say necessarily steal, but I think solid pickup here for the Aaron Glenn era. Jared, what's your reaction to the Membu pick?
Yeah, I think this is the opposite of what the Jags did with a first-year head coach and a first-year GM. And you know what? Maybe maybe the Jags are going to become the new Jets. Like maybe the Jets are going to build a little culture. I mean, granted, I'm obviously speaking from the absurd optimistic fan. Please, for the love of God, save me because it's been a torturous 3 decades on this planet rooting for this team. But right, like Kramer, you said it. This is something that the Jets wouldn't do: is take the safe route, go lineman, 2 bookend tackles now, protect Justin Fields. Let's go play ball with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Like, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Safe is always boring, but probably a good pick. And he's many are saying he's the best prospect of the linemen in this class. So
he very well could be.
I was going to say, though, that Glenn made some comments a month or two ago. Maybe I'm just happy because Aaron Rodgers is no longer on the team. He wanted a bit of a quiet off season. So kind of just staying out of any type of headlines and drafting the potentially safe offensive lineman, I think is probably the right approach after the circus they've had for the last 2 years. Once again, this team's not really built to be good now. We'll see if Justin Fields turns out to be good or not. Who knows? But if you want to build a solid offensive line, try to build around the young core that way, I'm not against it. You can argue that they are along a rebuild, which I'm fine with. But at least they're not pretending to be relevant. That's a step in the right direction for me.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you, Jared Smith, calling in. Check him out on Fox Sports and a bunch of other great outlets. And, of course, appreciate you, Scott Reichel. You know him from NBA Gambling Podcast, MLB Gambling Podcast, Tennis Gambling Podcast. He does it all here on SGPN. Thanks for hopping on, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have a good one, guys.
Kramer, we got the Carolina Panthers on the clock. I mocked them taking Jalen Walker here. It feels like they're going to take Jalen Walker. It's the chalky angle to take Jalen Walker here. Did they do anything crazy?
I mean, it does seem like that's been the pick consistently. So yeah, I think we could see the 2 teammates go off the board with the next 2 picks.
Okay.
If they zigged, what would it be?
I don't even trade down. I think they were one of the teams that like it's come out over the last couple of days that they would accept an offer.
Yeah, you're probably right. It would be that. I was thinking, what other position would fit them that would at that pick could they grab that would actually be an area of weakness from their team? I was thinking maybe
I don't know.
Line of scrimmage. That would be if I had to guess.
So they just, I mean that. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like I guess they could do anything here. They could randomly. It does feel like they're going to take defense. I guess I should.
Yeah, no, I mean all the messaging was that they wanted Jalen Walker here. Jalen Walker's available, pretty good pick for them. Maybe we get some little excitement here coming up. And I see some of the future guests already trickling in here, Ryan. Coming up in the future picks, but yeah, the Carolina Panthers on the clock.
First ever draft with 2 FCS guys taken in the first 2 picks.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I know Travis Hunter was a 5-star, but Cam Ward was a 0-star. So, there's that.
They still both played in the FCS. That's pretty. I
mean, Cam Ward spent more. I think he played more games in the FCS than he did in the FBS. Or it's close. It's close, I think.
Wait, who did Travis Hunter play for in the
Jackson
FCS?
State? Jackson State.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So that
could he not go to a regular college program, or he wanted to?
No, he was just a 5-star. He flipped from Florida State. Everyone thought he was going to go to Florida State, and then he went to Dion at Jackson State. So it was a big storyline there. But still, I mean, when you look at it, first 5 picks, I mean, Mason Graham was one that was. I think he's a beast, but it's crazy that he had a 3-star evaluation and that USC and UCLA wasn't really giving him the time of day. Jim Harbaugh comes in and boom, makes him one of the best players in the country.
Kramer, any chance Panthers go offense here?
I don't think so, but I mean, I'm now starting to sweat that my Williams top 10 plus 180. That's starting to look bad. I'm really falling. The portfolio is just falling apart here.
Shout out to GRP wins. Didn't he? He needed Jinty to go top 6, God. Right? But did he have a bunch of top 5? Didn't he?
I feel like the top 6 though was but yeah, I'm sure he broke even.
That was funny watching his portfolio and seeing where he goes. JD Betts in the chat saying Carolina should go Johnson. That could be interesting. Add a little cornerback help there.
Yeah, I think it's defense.
He's coming.
The pick is in for the Carolina Panthers. What do we got coming up here? Kramer, let's see. I don't think. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Ted McMillan to the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Did not see that coming.
Well, there goes that.
This is awesome. I mean, he's I know where he played with Noah Fafita in high school. So I'm a friend away from we can probably get him on the show. I mean, how surprising.
Well, that's why he chose Arizona. That's why he chose Arizona. So the question is, can he play with a quarterback that isn't Noah Fafita?
Joining us on the line, comedian, Panther super fan, Ryan O'Flanagan coming in at the perfect time. Tet McMillan goes to your Carolina Panthers. Kind of a shocking surprise here.
Yeah, kind of did not see that coming. I mean, he's a stud. I think we desperately need a pass rush. We gave up the most points in NFL history last year. I would have liked to see us go defense, but he is a stud. My dream was to trade back, but everyone wants to trade back. Everyone in picks like 7 to 15 is trying to trade back. But Tet's a stud. I would have liked to see us give Leggett one more year to develop, see if he can be that number 1. But I'm not really sure if he can anyway. So I don't hate the pick, but yeah, I am surprised.
Yeah, we are huge Xavier Leggett fans. Love his country twang, and he's been a fun player. I thought he had a pretty good rookie year. Definitely surprising that they went offense here with Ted McMillan. I don't think many people had him going to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I had a couple of mocks, which I kind of just ignored. The people that wanted us to go receiver or thought we were going to go receiver, or maybe Tyler Warren or something, say, you got to help out Bryce. You got to give Bryce some help. but we have been giving Bryce a lot of help.
Yeah.
Seriously, a lot. We have the most expensive O-line in the league. We've been helping Bryce. We have done nothing for our defense. This is now the 4th draft in a row where we spent our first-round draft pick on offense, and our defense just sucks. It sucked so bad last year, and I really wanted to see us go defense, but I can't be too mad at it. Now we got a true number 1 stud.
Dog,
absolute dog. And he doesn't like to be called Tet, I just found out. He likes to go by
really?
T-Mac. So we're calling him T-Mac, boys.
T-Mac. And I saw Old Fashioned Football saying they cashed up top 10. All right, we got to hop to the Saints, guys. Appreciate you calling in, Ryan, because it looks like let it ride. Good to hear from you.
Check out Ryan, man. He's one of my favorite comics, man. He's fucking hilarious. So check out his stuff, man.
Check him out on Instagram, wherever you get your comedy. Appreciate it, Ryan. Check him out. And Ian.
Hey.
Ian. Yes, you answered the bell. We were looking for Saints fans. You hit us up. So you're on the clock here. What do you want the Saints to do?
All right. Well, you guys know that we've been in QB purgatory for quite some time. Okay,
yes.
Derek Carr show, Jameis shows. You can see I'm wearing my tube, baby. This should say Sanders. We will see. Okay, I'm wearing the Jameis ripped off pass. I don't know if you can see it, but Shador's there, Dart's there. I want someone fun. I was just talking to Kramer. We should take someone smart. BPA, best player available. I'd rather just take the QB. Let's go. Shador, Dart, give me a stick and pick. Stick and pick, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Now you remind me of Todd McShay when he's like, if they stick and pick. I love that phrase. Stick and pick. I think they go Jackson Dart, which would be a good outcome for my mock draft here. But Chase of the, of course, notorious OTB podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, aka the Wolf of Oaklawn. What do you want the Saints to be doing here?
I mean, I think I want to go best player available. I have a feeling though what's going to happen is going to be Kellen Moore gets his quarterback toy, and I'm afraid the way that quarterback spells his first name is going to be really dumb and douchey.
Wait, there's so many options here.
No, it's either Jackson with a superfluous S or it's Jason that just jizzed all over itself.
Easy saying, damn, y'all got White Rick Ross on here.
You know, the Saints haven't taken a quarterback out of Ole Miss since Archie Manning. So I mean,
well, that was the last time they took a first round quarterback, which is kind of insane.
1971.
1971.
Now he was a great player, but you didn't win a lot of games. You didn't win a lot of games with him, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah, I really wouldn't also mind Tyler Warren here if he's there. The Saints, have had troubles at tight end as well. He's a versatile guy, so that could be an option as well. But we'll see. We'll see.
Defensive line, maybe.
Defensive line, Jalen Walker could be good for us. I would look more, definitely at edge. We've had horrible luck at edge as well with Peyton Turner, Marcus Davenport trading up for these bums, and it hasn't worked out. So, I don't know. I have a little PTSD from first round DNs, but we'll see. We'll see.
The pick is in for the New Orleans Saints. Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So going O-line. I guess Ian is not excited about Kelvin Banks.
Hey, you know what? We got Fuaga last year, so now we solidify the other side. Like, I get it. Kellen Moore last year, Sean, you win with the up front. You got Lane Johnson. Build the trenches. So that's what I think they're going to do. Don't be surprised if they come back in. I'll tell you that. Don't be surprised. Now you have your two tackles because Penning, as you guys know, is a complete disaster. That was a horrible pick. So, he's awful. Don't be surprised they come back up, but I'm not terribly pissed about this pick. It's okay.
Chase, what do you think of the Kelvin Banks selection?
I think they actually did something smart and took like an immediate need because if you have your heart set on Jackson Dart, I guarantee you he's going to be available in the second round. So I think it was a smart play. Mickey Loomis likes to build from the inside out supposedly. So this is him apparently standing on that business.
Yeah. I also want to say that I believe Mickey Loomis has drafted an O-line or D-line since like 2014 in the first round for like the last, 11, 12 years. So this pick really doesn't surprise me. He usually just gets them wrong. So hopefully he's right for once. He's already destroyed our organization enough. So I don't know how I don't know what dirt he has on Gail Benson, our owner, but he still has a job. So not surprised by this pick.
Not surprised at all. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for calling in. Make sure you check out the Notorious OTB podcast. And Ian, thanks for calling in, man. Let it ride.
Let it ride. See you, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Yes.
Kentucky Derby next week. Go watch some Notorious OTB.
Oh, yeah. Derby week coming up next week. Joining us on the line, Justin and Miranda Mark from the Old Fashioned Football Podcast, Bears super fan. Miranda, we'll start with you. What do you want the Bears to do? I actually had the Bears taking Kelvin Banks in my mock draft, so one off there. But do you want them to take Tyler Warren? Do you want O-line?
No.
What do you want them to do?
I want us to take an edge rusher. I'm leaning Jalen Walker.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see us take. We don't need a tight end.
I like Tyler Warren. I know he's a good player, but for me, I just don't want to spend a top 10 pick on Tyler Warren, especially when I'm a big Cole Kmet guy.
Oh yeah, don't want to lose a snap count for Cole Kmet.
What are they doing? SNL sketches on stage?
I don't know what the hell is happening right now.
I mean, it's a schedule release announcement.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can
Colin
get into
Wolf
this.
is an Eagles fan. So they're
John,
announcing when they're going to announce the schedule.
If they were smart, they would. You should be able to watch the schedule release in like those places like Cosm, the Sphere,
yeah,
movie theaters.
Just the different games popping up.
So
you guys,
go ahead.
Yeah. No, you would be bummed if the Bears ended up taking a tight end, right?
It'd be disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. At pick 10, it would be disappointing.
no.
I would have rather traded back if they were going to take. I know Kramer's filthy mock draft had him taking Loveland, but.
Well, I mean, I also had Warren going 7 to the Jets, so the slide begins. More egg on my face coming, I think.
If they do take a tight end, or I guess Adam Pelletier wanted me to do it anyways, I do have the Jepson's Malort that I will be shooting. This is a Chicago liqueur, and it is terrible.
Well, and he's sick, so it's just like the Jordan flu game.
That's
right.
That's
we got
right.
a good thing going here.
Colby, just like the UFL pod, I do have another hot toddy here.
Oh, so, very good.
I'm just fueling up on the whiskey.
Quick story about hot toddies. We were throwing a party at the house that Sean and I lived in Burbank one time, and we just had a pot going on the stove of hot toddy. Yeah, a bunch of like 25-year-olds drinking coffee cups of hot toddy.
I swear by it every time I'm sick.
It works. Whiskey.
Yeah.
Medicinal.
Yep.
Oh yes. Very medicinal. I agree.
Yep.
Super. What kind of whiskey are you sipping on? Well, if Miranda doesn't sound like you're sick, so what are you sipping on, or what are you working on, J Mark? Do you put nice whiskey in a hot toddy?
I go over 100 proof.
Over 100 proof. You want it to be, if you're making a hot toddy because you're sick, you've got to put something strong in it. You got to go over 100. Do you have? So
I
you
got
don't
Savage
have
and Cook in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, your favorite whiskey right now is a Texas whiskey.
It is Balcones Texas Rye.
I like it. I like a rye.
You can't get it anymore. You can't, but they're not making it anymore.
They changed
so
the
really
recipe.
disappointing.
He's talking right now. Is he saying anything regarding Steve McMichael? May he rest in peace. Okay, good. He better.
Might be
right.
Yeah.
There we go. The
ESPN broadcast was showing though. I got multiple draft boards in front of me. We got it covered. Shout out Steve McMichael.
Yes, Mongo, the man.
Yep.
Mongo.
Right.
Yeah, we like you mentioned. I am happy that the T-Mac pick top 10.
Yeah, nice hit.
That was my
J-Mark.
That was my biggest, I guess, draft prop.
Let's go. Any
Sharp,
other draft props you're sweating out?
I got quarterbacks under 2.5 in the first round.
Oh, okay. So you're looking to. I mean,
we already
got
dodged
past
one
the
of a couple of the picks. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's Steelers, and then we'll see after that if someone trades up. But yeah, you're off to a good start there.
Yeah. And hopefully running back. I don't want us to take Omarion Hampton here. I heard some mocks doing that. I would like to wait till Caleb Johnson, Iowa Hawkeye, falls to us now that Genty's gone.
They're booing Goodell.
They booed him on a bicycle.
Colston Loveland.
Wow.
Oh,
nice hit, Ryan. Oh,
sorry,
man.
J Mark and Miranda.
It's fine. Here we go.
I was there. You go. Drink the Malort. Oh my God, I was so pissed.
You took that like a champ.
Yep.
So close to firing on Loveland being the first tight end selected. So that would have paid nice. Annoyed I didn't pull the trigger on it. Nice for having him Ryan in your mock there, Colston.
Admit it could be the hand size. It could be the Tyler Warren hand size while he's dropping.
Falling.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm curious, Colby, why Loveland over Tyler Warren?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a very I question that, but I will say, I know you're a Boise State fan, and this is be the second time you don't like this pick, and also he passed on Boise State for Michigan, so he's from the state of Idaho. So I mean, good luck there, but no, I mean, he's a very good player too, though. I mean, he was the only aerial weapon for Michigan last year. And everyone knew that he was their only guy they could do, they could throw it to, and he was still very effective. So, I mean, in that regard, but I would take Tyler Warren before him personally.
Yeah, same.
He's got much bigger hands though, 10 inches versus the puny 9 1/4 from Tyler Warren.
Well, they must have been listening to the Sports Gambling podcast and Kramer calling out Tyler Warren.
The K metric is expanding to tight end and hand size. It does eye measurements for quarterbacks and hand size measurements for tight ends.
So the Ben Johnson era begins with Colston Loveland. Are you gonna be owning any Colston Loveland shares in best ball this year, guys?
I mean, you got to, right?
Probably.
A lot of mouths to feed in that Bears offense. All right. Well, appreciate you guys calling in. Make sure you check out the Old Fashioned Football Podcast. A little whiskey, a little football talk, and with the Marks there, wherever you get your podcasts. Appreciate you guys hopping on, and hopefully you feel better, J Mark.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Joining us on the line from the NASCAR Gambling Podcast, as well as you hear him on a bunch of other SGPN stuff. Rod Avila Gomez, what's happening, Rod?
Well, just sweating out this first round pick. I will tell you though, I almost don't care who the Niners take with the first pick. I want to know who they're picking with the last pick. I feel like we've had so much bad luck with first round picks. We need to just concentrate more on what's farther down the board.
Yeah, who cares about Trey Lance doesn't look as bad of a pick when you get Brock Purdy, last guy drafted overall. So why are they even picking here? Because you should be wait for the 7th round.
They've got 11 picks. I mean, you could be trading pretty much half of those. They're like what I do with Madden when I don't want to draft. I just start trading picks, and the next 2 years I have like 25 draft picks and I can't use all of them. So I feel like this is what they should be doing with them this time.
I had the 49ers here taking Shamar Stewart in my mock, but I also had I had Jalen Walker going earlier. Rod, what do you think they do? What do you want them to do?
I feel like there's a couple of areas that they got to protect Brock, right? So they've got to either take an O-lineman or they've got to help Nick Bosa not be the only guy who rushes passes, right? So I feel like defensive line or defensive tackle or offensive line is where they should go. A lot of people are saying Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss.
That's what I was thinking.
There you go. That's the fit, right?
That dude was the #1 recruit in the country. He was originally at A&M when Jimbo had that. Remember when Saban went and complained about, A&M was buying their roster? That was because Walter Nolan went to A&M over Alabama. But I tend to think that was my first thought when looking at this pick as well.
Kramer, Ryan McKee in the chat wants to know: are you eating salad?
No, I got a nice spread over here. I got some.
What are you eating?
Like Mediterranean, like chicken kebab, rice. Got some hummus.
This isn't the 24-hour draft.
Got some Brussels sprouts. I had a crazy day. Didn't end up having a lot of time to eat, so I'm just making sure. I got lots of rations all around me.
Door Dashers are loving you, yeah.
I mean, I did do the move where I ordered food delivered to the office from a different location because I was running errands, and it was. I mean, like I said, I'm feeling great right now. Thanks for noticing that I'm keeping myself, and I'm drinking water. It isn't the 24 hours.
Stay hydrated. Kramer, what do you think they do? What do you want them to do here for the Niners?
Well, this is the scenario that we joked about, Sean.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren's available. I mean, again, you want to talk about a bomb that could happen. If Tyler Warren gets drafted here, so they run a little Kittle and Tyler Warren next to each other. Let's see.
I love it. I love it.
San Francisco to draft a tight end. I have it 60-1.
Okay.
But I think they're going to go D lineman. I mean, Carter has fallen. Williams is falling. I think you're going to see, which is shocking to me. I mean, Sean, remember how much we looked at those odds for a team to draft the defensive lineman first? It was like the chalk across the board. Seems like it's what, 2 defensive linemen so far?
Yeah. And I do have a long shot on wide receiver for the 49ers. We'll see if we can get that in. That was a nice little 60-1. I mean, if you can get Golden here,
I hear they like the Missouri kid because he's like a little mini Debo clone, but he's a second rounder maybe.
I'm just glad that they didn't get the Boise State. I hate Boise State. I would not have been able to cheer for him. So,
oh my god!
Wait, why do you hate Boise State? I didn't know anyone hated Boise State unless you were like an Idaho fan.
No, I'm a Fresno State fan.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense.
Hate Boise State. All right, here's the pick. Oh, come on, get off the screen.
The pick is in. Still not up.
Low def cameras in the Niners war room. Classic.
They're all about ball,
baby.
Literally Silicon Valley. You can't figure out cameras.
It's organized.
How are you feeling in general, Rod? State of the Niners going into the season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little less hopeful than I was last year because I feel like there's been so many holes over the last couple of seasons. Injuries suck, right? And that's the main thing that have been plaguing this team for the last couple of years is just injury after injury. If everybody can stay healthy, we're a Super Bowl bound team. But like, no one's staying healthy right now. So what the hell are you gonna do?
Oh, Rod, we got the Yokota Air Base, Tokyo, Japan. They're sending in the pick. Got a U.S. Marine over there.
Why a Marine?
Yeah.
Ask him what his favorite crayon flavor is.
I love the rivalry between Marines and the Army.
Just everyone.
I just want to know, right? His favorite flavor is red. It's okay. Oh, there we go.
That's a great. Next time I see a Marine, I'm going to ask him that.
Underrated.
I'm going to be like, hey, buddy, what kind of crayons you like eating?
Okay, now we actually have the commissioner announcing the pick. I thought they were going to let the Marine announce the pick.
They should have
let with the 11 pick in the first round. The 49ers select.
I hear the U.S. Army's happier with the partnership with the NFL than the UFL. Getting a little bit more bang for their buck there.
The Rock's still not doing any promotion for the NFL one either.
No, we had a NASCAR. It was a pretty little NASCAR. I wish we still.
Michael, sorry to interrupt.
All right, there you go.
Rod, the pick is in. Michael Williams.
That was the
Georgia edge rusher.
Yeah. Yep, that's the other guy that was pretty much on the board, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Like,
yeah,
we need another guy to offset Bosa, and I think that's what we're gonna get in him. And now maybe Bosa can be free to sack people 15, 16, 17 times per game when they're dealing with the other guy on the other side.
Let's go. Well, appreciate you hopping on, Rod. So you feel pretty good overall, Michael Williams? I mean, certainly a pretty good upside for him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there was a couple of defensive names that were floating around. Nolan, like Colby said, was one of them, and this was another one. So I'm all right with that.
Yeah, feels like a solid pick. Decent upside there. All right, appreciate you hopping on, Rod, and make sure you subscribe to the NASCAR Gambling Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Sean, who's slipping right now? Who's the slide so far? Is it
Tyler Warren's?
Oh, Warren.
What? Who are you going to say?
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Walker. Well,
sorry. Why don't we call him Jalen Carter? Jalen Walker.
He was interesting because Jalen Walker. I guess you could say is sliding, but again, a lot of Jalen Walker, Michael Williams, those guys getting steamed up. That was kind of late anyway, so they're kind of back to where they were. Walter Nolan got a bunch of like late buzz, but not kind of crazy there. So
I'm interested to see how that works out. I mean, Georgia's D lines have been so great over the years. He was kind of the like a guy that didn't even get full reps, I feel like, on the Natty team. And I'm just fascinated by seeing, because they were so good. You're seeing obviously with Jalen Carter, but we'll see, because at some point, sometimes it's hard to tell how good they are when you're surrounded by so many other good players on the D line.
Now we're watching Jerry Jones talk to what we can only imagine is Shedeur Sanders about becoming the next.
So
let's try and read Jerry's lips. See if we can. The pick is in for the Cowboys. Remember when during COVID where he was out on his yacht? That's where he was doing the draft.
Yeah,
that was great.
We do have a Cowboys representative.
Oh yes, joining us on the line. Serial, you know him, you love him. Cowboys super fan. Serial, thanks for hopping on. What do you want the Cowboys to do here?
Well, I guess I just know what happened, but
are you happy?
I mean, I don't mind it. I know we do spend pretty good draft capital getting offensive linemen. It was an issue I thought we had to address years ago. I'm glad we're putting some resources to it. I would have loved to see Golden, to pair up with CeeDee Lamb, give us that speed that we lost with Brandon Cooks leaving. But I mean, I'll take it. Hopefully, the Shoddy and this new offensive coordinator feel like it's better to have a hole to run through than a running back to run through the holes.
Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama, goes to the Dallas Cowboys 12th overall. Very a lot of style. It's very
he's stoked. I like that energy. What's he wearing on his neck? What is that?
Got a giant chain.
I mean, come on, guys.
He's great, by the way.
Wow, you got
another cameo for my buddy Justin. So yeah, what do you make of Tyler Booker?
Cowboys always. I mean, this. I guess the way you make fun of this is they just drafted a guard with the 12th pick.
Yeah,
I do feel like it was a little bit of a stretch to do it with the 12th pick.
I had him mocked at the end of the first round, but I mean, it's also this is how they draft. The draft team seems like they typically are pretty sound. I guess the trade up didn't work out. I have nothing to say. These offensive line picks are such a downer for the stream.
No one gets really upset or happy or whatever when they draft a offensive lineman. All right, Serial, appreciate you calling in, even though, as we know, the Cowboys suck, and wish you all the best personally, but hope the worst for your football team.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll come around again when we play each other.
All right, good to hear from you, Serial.
And by the way, the Cowboys war room still looking like the Death Star, Sean.
Oh, that's what they do. They're the Cowboys. Joining us on the line to talk all things Miami Dolphins, Miami legend himself, Big Rob. Big Rob, good to hear from you.
Hey, how y'all doing? Everybody good?
Everybody's good.
Hell yeah, baby. Abdul Carter, Big Rob, let's go.
Great pick. Kobe, man. I'm in North Carolina, man. We got to link up soon, man.
Oh, where are you about?
I'm in Apex.
Oh, dude. Love your Costco. All right. We got to get up, man. We got to go grab a beer, man.
Yeah, we got to connect. We connect offline, man.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
We could probably catch a game too, but anything, man. I'm not happy what's going on in Miami, man. It's coming to an end, fellas. I feel it. The end is near.
It's not. I mean, you got Tyreek Hill losing his damn mind. We'll see what happens there, but certainly not optimistic about the current situation in Miami. And joining us as well, Miami Dolphins fan, FCS legend himself, Stone Labanowitz. What's happening, Stone?
No, that's CJ. Stone's not joining us.
Hey guys, what's up, FCS legend? Daddy here. Great to see you from Rowan University, formerly Trenton State.
I didn't want to. let's be honest. I was gonna say, I was gonna be like Stone. What?
Go ahead.
Stone,
What?
Well, you're wearing
good?
a different hat, CJ. You're in a different location.
Yeah, different team. Well, I moved my viewing party to where I can view what's happening.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So Miami Dolphins, we all know we're invested in wide receiver on this one. What do we?
Oh yeah. Big Rob, any chance the Dolphins take a receiver and cash some sweet bets for us?
No, they gotta take. They have to take Will Johnson, man. Rams is out the door. Rams is out the door. There's no one in the cornerback room. Nobody. There's no one there. I might as well go try out this summer. There's no one there.
But what about Tyreek Hill's status after he pulled a blanket Jackson and held the kid over the balcony there for a little bit?
I've done that with White Tiger a few times.
I think that's a little overblown. That's just good. I mean, he's got good hands.
No one was filming me because they didn't give a shit.
Hey, don't forget, man. Suge Knight did that to Vanilla Ice, man. It happens.
That's one of the best.
Yeah.
Worked out for Ice. Worked out for Ice. He's doing real estate in Florida now too.
Yeah.
Right?
That baby's gonna have a one-hit wonder. Look out!
Shake those nickels out of his pocket.
And then Jalen Ramsey had the cryptic post on Instagram today. With the rotten oranges, got to surround yourself with people that want mediocre, and that's Mike McDaniels, man. You get an A just for showing up for work. You might be an hour late, but he appreciates you showing up. It doesn't matter when you get there, just as long as you get there.
Yeah,
So
he's got those flood pants. He's got that recovery energy. I don't know about that Mike McDaniels.
And then there was that Bills game where he was caught hitting the vape pen on the sideline.
Yeah, well, the program allows other vices. They encourage it actually.
I think that they could also go defensive tackle too.
They
need both. They need everything. This summer's gonna be tough, man. I'm so down on Miami this year. I don't.
Why is Walker slipping so badly?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know, but I know. Johnson was something, but you got to remember, right? Stephen Ross, Michigan alumni, business school named after him. He's donating all kinds of money. So if there's any if they don't take him, that tells me there's some red flags. But I'm sure Ross has the inside track. He can probably tell you he's 40. He can tell you his injury. He can tell you what he had for breakfast. So I'm thinking they're gonna go that route. That's what I'm thinking.
All right,
Kramer, what do you want the Dolphins to do? What do you think they do? It does feel like they go O-line.
I originally thought they were going to go cornerback, and then it seemed like the lineman would fall to them. But the way the draft's fallen, I think they would have preferred to end up with Membu or Banks. Yeah, it feels like maybe we're back to. You know what? I'll say Will Johnson. I'll say a corner. I don't know.
You gotta go corner.
Do you go Johnson over Barron?
So it seems like this is like a fit thing, and
yeah, Barron's short. He's too short. Our corners are short.
Yeah,
Barron's too short. 5'11".
I think Will Johnson's the fit, and then you mentioned the connection, right? You got an owner who knows how to tamper, and he doesn't even have to tamper to get the info on the Michigan guy.
I just know the Big Ten, short of Ohio State, not known for their wideouts, whereas some other conferences might play some better athletes at the wideout position.
Ooh. Well, Colby, I know there was some late steam on first cornerback to be Ravel out of ECU, actually.
He would have been had he not torn his ACL in like the fourth week of the season. I think he would have been the first off the board.
I think he still could, based on like the fact that we know, like if Will Johnson doesn't go here, where does he go? Maybe Arizona. And then Jahadi Barron, it's like a fit that, like, if you like him, you like him. It sounds like the there's a couple teams that do fancy him, but the slide for the cornerbacks could continue. And real quick, we have Dion to wear sunglasses is a loss. He's not wearing sunglasses.
What? God damn.
I know. I'm taking. I was just gonna say it, CJ. I'm taking a bath. Beat. I'm taking it, and I haven't seen a single fucking dog. Not one dog.
Not one dog. Not a cheesehead. Not a pizza. I mean, we can't even tell whose mom is a dad and dad is a mom out there. I've written
nothing but X's and one question mark.
Hopefully, Travis Hunter's fiance will cry before the end of the night after reading.
Kenneth Grant.
Whoa, Kenneth Grant,
What?
defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Wow.
Big
Another
Rob.
Michigan guy.
It is a Michigan guy. Harbaugh called him a gift from the football gods. So.
I love those notes. Massive athlete destroyed USC.
I mean, like I said, we need both positions. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, we need help. I mean, all around. I mean, like I said, another Michigan guy. So Ross has the inside scoop. So I'm sure this hopefully he's a stud.
Hopefully,
now that is blind faith in the organization. Right there. I'm sure he's got the inside scoop. This is fine.
I mean, I actually like him. I like him. I'm just wondering, did you get him a little early? You know, like I think he's a really good.
You like your guy, you get your guy, Cole.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, just grab him. You got to.
There's the scoop.
He does look like a beast.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, you have to take him if that's what you want, and that's the problem with Miami. There's so many stories. Oh, we almost wanted Jimmy Graham. We almost wanted this guy. We thought it was going to just shut the hell up and grab him. So I guess that's the guy they wanted. I mean, the GM and coach will be gone probably next year anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Shut the hell
Well, I'm
up
glad you're
grab
feeling
him.
good about the Dolphins, Rob.
Yep. Well,
you know what? When we talk to you in the summer, you're going to be feeling a lot better.
Yeah. You'll be drinking that Miami Kool-Aid. All right. Thanks for calling in, Big Rob. Appreciate it, man.
Let's get on
it, guys, man. Colby, hit me
right.
up, man. We'll talk.
We'll do, bro.
Hey,
Good
meet
to
up
see
at
you.
that Costco. Get a $1.50 hot
Costco
dog.
dog.
One quick last thing. Me and one of my good friends, we started podcasting a couple months ago. Beyond Black and White. Everyone, check it out, please. I'll
Hell
have you
yeah.
guys on too. And Colby, we need some college help. We'll talk, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Yes.
You guys be safe.
Let's go,
Beyond
Big
Black
Rob.
and White.
Beyond Black and White. Check it
Beyond
out.
Black and White.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go.
definitely.
Awesome.
Big Rob's been around for a long time. Go check out his podcast.
Real quick, I wanted to tap in that one, if we roll back the first draft show that we guys did, I called Colson to the Bears and first tight end plus 550.
Very good, CJ.
That he was going to be Sam Laporte. His Sam Laporte, I said. Also, number 2, Shador to Dallas, still alive. But more importantly, Tyler Warren to the Rams is happening. 45-1. Let's go.
I know. We're getting close, CJ.
And now we have a real sweat here joining us on the line. Michael Huffer. Thanks for hopping on, Michael. What do you think about the Colts? They keep talking about the Colts taking the tight end. Will it be Tyler Warren?
I hope so. I actually really wanted Tyler Warren. No disrespect to Colson Loveland. I'm glad you cashed that ticket, CJ. So I really wanted Tyler Warren to the Colts. So hopefully
it makes sense.
The pick is in. It is Tyler Warren. Gronk light, physical, yards after the catch. Although I don't know about you, Gronk's hand length as a guy who shook his hands, very big, very intimidating.
Not tiny.
How you? So you're feeling pretty good about Tyler Warren here, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think we need a solid tight end. We've been kind of playing the carousel over the last few years, so hopefully we can lock in and get a little Dallas Clark Jr. here.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's even. I mean, this guy is the Great White Hope. This is everything right here. I've never seen. I mean, that USC game.
I was at that game live. He was throwing himself the ball. He was kicking it to himself. It was unbelievable.
It might be the greatest performance I've ever seen from a tight end. Like, it was just dominance on every single play almost.
Right. And one of my greatest performances too, because I was sitting on the sun side. I was wondering why tickets were so cheap, and I realized I was getting roasted on one side. The other side, I was in shape.
And Kramer's Sean, you know, Kramer, he came at Tyler Warren for what his hand size.
Small hands.
Yeah.
That's because he flipped from Virginia Tech to Penn State. So you know what happened there.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren, Tyler Warren's great. I love him on the Colts.
Here's my thing. If your hands are smaller than mine, you can't play NFL tight end.
Oh, wow. How dare you, Ryan?
I'm just saying.
He's Clint Didier-esque, if you ask me.
Woo! Love that poll. Portland State Viking through and through. Let's go.
All right, Michael, any final words on the Tyler Warren signing?
Hopefully it's just a nice little check down piece. He gets some extra yardage, a little safety net for whichever quarterback will be starting
Oh yeah, so Sophie's choice. Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson.
You didn't ask me, Sean, but it did. I was about to say the Colts are a tight end away.
Hey, there's Kurt Warner's wife.
No, wait, that's actually Kurt Warner.
Wait, is that his wife?
That's his wife.
Thanks for calling in, Michael. Appreciate it. Joining us on the line to talk all things Atlanta Falcons, Daquan the Great. What's happening, Daquan?
What's up, guys? What's up? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think our quarterback's still on the board.
Ooh.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Shout out to Daquan.
I like that.
I'm not sold with what we got right now. Kirk Cousins is fucking gone, I hope.
Oh, please.
Michael Penix,
Really? I think jury's still out, man. You got to give him some time, right?
He's got a chance. But
Kirk Cousins, though, please get him out of here. You should have never been in Atlanta.
Now, Daquan,
Shador went to Jackson State, changed their organization. Went to Colorado, changed them.
Yeah. You guys went quarterback last year, first round. Are you going to do it again here?
I hope there's only two things I want from this draft. It'd be him then for first. And with pick number 46, give me Cam Scatterboo.
Oh, let's go.
Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking, man.
I truthfully want him at pick 15. I think he's the best football player in the draft.
Yes.
Oh, I love him, man. I love him, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Under 120.5 is his draft position prop. You can smash that if you like him in the second round.
They just said
I watched a lot of college football, and I don't think I've seen one player better than him all season long.
Yeah, he was great.
He carried an entire team.
I'll put Travis Hunter, but I mean, yeah, you got that. You got. I'm there. I'm there. Like, man, how about that performance?
He meant from a winning team. The pick. They said the pick's going to get delayed. They want to announce the bye weeks for the next season. So what date they're going to announce the bye weeks? It's very exciting times.
But I'm hearing a lot of people say that we might get Mike Green from Marshall. And I watched him play versus Virginia Tech.
He's a UVA, I mean, he's a UVA transfer too. Yeah.
We better not get someone from the fucking Sun Belt with pick 15.
Well, Utah, it does seem like they want to go D-line. Everyone has them go D-line. That was a huge favorite. Do you want to pick a
Walker's still on the board.
Yeah, Walker is still on the board. Walker. We just lost a safety too, so I think Malachi Starks might be good.
Ooh.
I like that. I think he's a beast. I think he's a beast, man.
I think he's the best player from Georgia left.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You're last in the league in sacks for the last 7 years. It's insane what they do. They need a D lineman for crying out loud. One last thing on the Tyler Warren there. I can't wait to have another report of what Sean McVay really wanted to go up and grab his tight end. Every year, he really wanted Bowers last year and Dalton Kincaid the year before that. I bet he really wanted Tyler Warren, just couldn't get it done.
Sean, real quick, little journalism happening here. I did reach out for comment from Big Play Dave on the Browns. Quote, fucking awful. I'll trade you our DT for Carter. He's not happy about
it. Did feel like the Browns got a little cute there, right?
You traded out of a draft with two players where you had a chance to get one of the two. And yeah, you get a draft pick next year. That's the reason you like it. Fine. And then for the other side of the trade, like the Jags think they're going to be good this year. That's what that is.
Jags are going to sell tickets this year.
But also for Jags. But also, if you're the Jags, I mean, Travis Hunter is a really good football player. Like I can't really clown you that much for going up and getting a guy who's a really good football player.
It's a lot to trade up for a non-quarterback.
Yeah, but they said they wanted to make a splash, and that's the only way to splash. If they call him the show Tani of football,
Yeah.
And he's box office.
Him ending up in Jacksonville just makes so much sense.
Oh man,
I didn't think
I love it there. I love him there.
Now, you guys are catching the Falcons war room real quick. Arthur Blank looks like a villain. He looks like a villain. I mean, he's clearly instructed what his employees need to wear so they don't clash with his red jacket.
He's like Montgomery Burns with hair. Daquan, what are you smoking on over there? What are you working on?
Just something I got from a neighbor actually.
Oh, nice. Artisanal. I like that.
I like it. It's mysterious. You don't know what. Could be Could be a cigar. Could be a little something else. You don't know. Something your neighbor dropped off.
Just little bamboos. Nothing crazy.
Right. Okay, there you go. Now wait, you are a Falcons fan, but you live in the DMV area?
Yes, I do. But so when Travis Hunter got drafted, I texted my little brother because he lives in Orlando, and he said, I'm going to at least 5 games this year. And he's not a Jaguars fan at all. Just want to say they're definitely going to sell tickets.
Look at these draft picks from the Falcons. I mean, they're going to break the draft
Kyle
right here,
Pitts,
right?
Drake London,
We're
Bijan Robinson. Now this would be great if they drafted a tight end.
Shedeur
here.
Sanders.
Shedeur. I like Shedeur too.
Oh my god,
that was
you need a lefty righty. Start them both. Penix and Shedeur.
When Daquan mentioned that, my immediate thought was, "Fuck, that was such a good long shot. Why did I have that?" Yeah, I haven't cashed much, but I mean, most of my stuff was fairly juicy, but no big hits left. Ravens tight end is my only hope. The pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons.
Not Mike Green.
So you don't want Mike Green, okay?
Yeah, I mean, with some of the guys on the board, I could see why you almost rather take a stab at Pierce with his craziness.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Jalen Walker.
Yeah, the Tennessee guy, crazy one. Nick's about to close out the Pistons for those who care.
This is going to be good for the Eagles.
That was a foul not called there. That was crazy.
This is going to be good for the Eagles because they're going to get a good D lineman.
They do seem to be slipping here.
We were right, Ryan, in that everyone kept saying they're odds on to take these D line, and they kind of haven't gotten drafted that much.
We've had what?
Did
sorry,
you
go
take the Knicks
ahead.
in the contest there, Kramer? Like I told you.
No, I passed on the contest tonight in honor of the NFL draft.
But now you got to play Pistons game 4. This is going to be a good bounce back spot for the Pistons.
I gave you a free Knicks play game 3, Kramer.
You did, but I in the end of the day, I've actually told myself so far the picks I get from other people have been losers. So I'm getting in the vacuum. Can't be influenced.
You did ask me though. It's not like I did it unsolicited.
It's true.
The pick is
don't ask me and say, "Well, your pick's a loser."
Linebacker from Georgia, Jalen Walker.
That's a great pick.
Okay.
That's a great
Local
pick.
Kid. That makes
an amazing
a ton of sense.
pick. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe Carolina didn't take him.
No, this is what's so annoying about doing these fucking mock drafts because it's like I had Michael Williams going to Georgia, but then I also Panthers to draft Jalen Walker. So like if one team messes it up, the whole chain of the next guy gets thrown off, and I feel like I should get some credit because of Jalen Walker.
The problem with the mock draft is these other teams are idiots.
Yes, exactly. They should be doing what I told them to do. All right, instant reaction, Daquan. How do you feel about Jalen Walker becoming a?
He looks like a big, giant, strong man. That's what I got. That's instant reaction. He's fucking huge.
Yeah,
that's great handicapping.
He's clearly going to be a
local kid.
Yeah, he's going to be an edge, right? I mean,
he's
great. Yeah,
whatever he's going to be, he's better than what we got.
He's gonna be an edge. I would be surprised if he wasn't.
And this is the CJ was showing me a bet before the draft on guys to get to remain in the state that they played college.
Yes.
This is the first one, I believe, right?
Is it?
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Because we have this hat going.
All right, Daquan. Thank you for hopping on.
If I could say one thing, man.
Sure. Yeah. What do you got?
Colby, you're my favorite guy on YouTube ever. Been watching you for about 4 years now.
Thank you.
I try to watch it every night.
Cheers, brother. Hey, I hope one day I can buy you a drink.
Why'd you stop the show for that comment?
Yeah, come on. I also
buy you a drink, man.
Yeah, Colby will buy you a drink. I also enjoyed Sean.
Colby's
thanking.
Colby's Venmoing him underneath.
I liked how Sean was thanking him for the compliment to Colby. That
I was trying to move it along. Enough Colby blazing. Yeah, we
doesn't want Colby to gloat too long.
Yeah, this starts. Hey, remember when Daquan the Great said I was
fucking talking? What happened, man?
I assume Colby's mic.
You didn't pay for the extended cameo. You might as well get him on Cameo to give you that compliment. How much you get paid him?
Shout out to Daquan, man.
Shout out to Daquan.
Smoking his neighbor's
You would shout out Daquan, Colby.
Love Daquan.
Colby's like Casey
Sean,
Case. Colby's like Casey Kasem of YouTube with his long distance dedications. All these people.
Sean, you did miss the pregame show when Daquan joined CJ and myself and was showing off the crossbow.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was great. I saw the clip.
Daquan's a real one.
He's got a real one.
Forget
a legit. I know I haven't been introduced yet, but I was just at a comedian party on Saturday night for a birthday party where he got not one but 2 crossbows at gifts.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Your friend's a real one too.
North Carolina comedians, they don't fuck around.
Joining us on the line, Ryan Rich Fat Baby McKee. What's happening, McKee? Producer, Steffi Smalls Show, original OG, NBA gambling podcast, a lot of behind the scenes at SGPN.
Now, Shed powder expert.
Comedian party attendee.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's actually a great trivia question for the chat. The original name of the NBA gambling podcast was. We'll see if someone gets the right answer in the chat. We'll give them a gift card.
Anyway,
continue.
Back. The Shed Picks is back. Yeah.
Speaking of the chat, Kramer, eventually, can you put up a picture of the guy Sean thought I was?
Yeah.
I don't. These StreamYard.
Yeah, PS Legend. Thank you very much. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that screenshot.
Hold on, I got the spot. I got
these StreamYard squares are small. I don't have my glasses. I've been, using all my screen time.
You got shirtless guys behind him passing with cocktails.
Supposed to be on vacation.
He needs his readers, guys. He needs his readers.
Yeah, come on.
Blaming StreamYard just because we're on our way out with it.
McKee, what do you want the Cardinals to do?
Well, I mean, I think the smart pick is Will Johnson right here. They need all the help they can get everywhere on defense. So I'll take the best prospect right now up with Johnson. But I kind of want them to take Walter Nolan just because I know that Sean wants him for the Eagles. And we keep stealing guys from the Eagles.
All right, I can see it now.
You're over at youtube.com/sportsgiving podcast.
FCS legend.
FCS legend.
Beat Weber State. Beat Weber State at Weber State. First round of the playoffs. Heavy dog. We were all over it.
Stone Labanowitz.
I don't mean to do Stone
that's
dirty
my guy.
finding this old picture of him.
Yeah, I don't want to rip on Stone at all here, but I mean the wrist,
the
accessories. I'm not the thin wristband, the headband. Listen, I like Stone and all, but I mean, Sean, what are we doing here?
Well,
maybe Stone didn't age well. He just mixed them up. All right.
I hadn't seen Stone in a while. It was a different setup. You're wearing a different hat.
You nailed it, McKee.
Oh, defensive tackle Walter Nolan.
Whoa! I'm telling you, we're just going to keep trying to. We've got Gannon, we've got Sweat. Now we're just going to keep taking what the Eagles have. Eventually, we're going to copy you enough to win a championship.
Wow. That's shocking pick, right?
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. What was it? They were all over the place. I thought they would take Barron, the cornerback. McKee, what's your take on going D tackle here?
I think our defense sucked all the way around last year. So I think that they brought back Calais Campbell. He's 1 million years old. I think they're looking to have him be as just like a mentor to these young guys. So they're just looking to bolster the trenches, do what Gannon did in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah. Built through the trenches. Makes sense.
Trenches. Get in the trenches.
Oh boy. Someone started the Shed Picks early. What are you talking about? I love it.
All right. Well, McKee, so you're excited. You like Walter Nolan. You're producing Steffi Smalls show. What do you guys got going on the Steffi Smalls podcast?
Coming up, we have Chase coming on to talk Kentucky Derby picks next week. Steffi will come on Monday to talk about everything she got right on the draft and conveniently forget everything she said that was wrong. She's already been texting me about 20 high noons deep right now, crowing about all her wins. So I can't wait to do that.
Well, let's go. Make sure you check out the Seffi Smalls podcast. Appreciate you hopping on, McKee, and good times, man. Let it ride.
Anytime.
Cheers, McKee.
All right, later, guys.
All right. I'm also gonna hop out. I gotta get a headband and a football to spin real quick. But I will be back for the Steelers pick. I was getting texted by your Steeler insiders that I must be there for must viewing. It's gonna be quite an event. This is how I tease. Yeah,
I like that tease. I like that tease.
Steelers got a big event coming, so I'll be back.
All right, Maple Leafs just went up 3-0.
Good to see you, great. Stone. Thanks for hopping on.
Colby with a hockey update.
Join us on the line. Bengals super fan. You know him, you love him. Justin Wood, FCS legend. What's happening, Justin?
Uh-oh.
I'm losing my internet.
Oh, we got you. We hear you. There you are. You're good.
There we go. Here we go. I think Bengals are going wide receiver right here.
Oh, whoa.
Wide receiver, quarterback. Come on, Mike Brown.
Which one of the pass rushers with character concerns should the Bengals draft?
I think James Pierce. That was my play in the mock draft, but
Mike
now
Green.
What do you think here, Justin?
I'm thinking common sense says Derek Harmon for his run defense. When you're playing against people like Derrick Henry twice a year, you need someone like that. But this is Mike Brown, so we'll probably take Shedeur Sanders for offensive guard right
here. So what is your worst case scenario here?
Yeah, there's so many of them. Bengals drafting defense in the first round is always a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay. Kramer, what do you think they do? What do you have them doing? What do you got any action on this?
It does seem. It seems like I would assume it's going to be either Pierce or I didn't even consider Harmon, but Harmon, another potential red flags in the portfolio. you got Pierce, Green, and Harmon, all with concerns not football related. It does feel like it'll be one of those.
Yeah, we lost Joe Mixon. We need a little more drama on the team.
They just need a defensive lineman. Like, it's very obvious that was a big problem with the team last year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually one of the very few people that actually like signing both receivers again. If your defense is that bad, go ahead and load up. Who cares?
You keep your quarterback happy too, which is kind of important.
Yeah. So I don't know. If they can get Hendrickson again, I was not going to be surprised if they were going to get rid of him tonight, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so it does look like potentially Trey Hendrickson getting moved, and only one trade so far. The total, Ryan, was 4.5. The under is looking pretty good right now on total trades for the draft, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was 4.5. I thought after we saw that first trade, it might signal that there would be more, and they're clearly, not only have there not been trades, clearly there aren't people trying to trade up, because I think some of these picks from some of these teams probably would have been different if they could trade down. Maybe not. Maybe T-Mac and Colston Loveland were viewed as high enough prospects by their teams, but I don't know.
What's going on right now? I got it muted. It says waiting for commish confirmation.
I just see pick is in.
Okay. I'm watching the McAfee stream on it. So.
The ESPN stream has Adam Schefter wearing his hooded sweatshirt over his button-down shirt and tie and under his sport coat. It's one of the strangest looks I've ever seen in my life.
Trying to get all 4 seasons in one outfit. I like it.
It's like he's about, what are you going to, some like emo concert afterwards? Want to change quickly?
I mean, you're in Wisconsin. You don't know where they're probably a cheese festival afterwards.
Load up on some curds.
Well, that's what they said. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No, there's a few spots. I think we hit a few dive bars and maybe perhaps a couple strip clubs there in Green Bay. Not great talent.
Yeah.
A lot of possession receivers.
A lot of Wes
swing
Walkers.
tackles.
Right.
Oh,
there
Ed
you go.
Shamar Stewart. Okay. So yeah, this is annoying because I had Shamar Stewart. Like I'm one pick off on all these.
What is
guys.
around his what is he wearing around his neck?
Oh my God. That is a massive chain.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait.
Oh, it's out of control. It's the craziest one we've seen yet tonight. Not even close. And he's wearing some sort of bathrobe. It's very strange look.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because from a stat projection, he wasn't like lighting up the stats. That's kind of one of the things they had highlighted there. And he was surrounded. He had a lot of skirting was one of the DNs on the other side, and then they had Walter Nolan, I believe, one of those years too. So surrounded by a bunch of talent, I think it's one of the harder ones to fully judge as far as like will he be a beast or not. Now he does, like I said, stats wise, he doesn't really put it up, but man, like athletically, he's a fucking freak.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I mean, like I said, it's been years since the Bengals have ever drafted great in the first round with the defensive players. So I don't know. Unless Miles Murphy steps up this year, which I don't. Yeah, what the hell is he wearing? That's crazy.
Yeah, Justin, if you had to guess, is Trey Hendrickson a Bengal come week 1?
Yeah, I think so, and I think he's going to be the T. Higgins, like the T. Higgins last year, where if T. Higgins had a runny nose, he wasn't going to play that week, and I think that's what's going to happen this year. And I mean, you know how the Bengals are. They made Carson Palmer retire, and Hendrickson doesn't have that Carson Palmer money, so he can't.
Well, it is funny. All these players try and play hardball with the Bengals, and they go, "Don't you remember? We made Carson Palmer retire. We do not give two fucks about you not playing. You don't want to play? Sure. You know what? We're still selling the beers for $12. We'll put out fucking." We'll let Andy Dalton. We'll let the hopes and dreams of an entire city be hitched to Andy Dalton. You think we give a fuck if you play? Come on.
We talked to Jeff Blake about that. Remember Jeff Blake? Not very kind words about the organization.
I don't think many people do.
Yeah, man. What's the status if they move? Right? Isn't that what they're trying to do? Hold the people hostage now?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's something. It's always something with them. I don't know. Hendrickson's going to probably be sitting outside with Icky Woods, charging people for photos next year. I don't know.
Can you give me one of those? I want those Icky Woods photos. Let's go.
Yeah. My brother saw him at a playoff game, and he's like $50, and he was like, no, I'm not paying you $50 for a photo.
I'll catch you at the dive. I'll catch you at the dive later tonight.
$100. I'll do the Icky shuffle. Hey,
yeah, bro, you were just doing a cold cuts commercial. Shut up.
All right, Justin, we got to get on to Seattle, but thank you for calling
All right, fellas,
in.
great talking to you.
Appreciate it.
Good luck this year.
Cheers, brother.
All right, let it ride. Let's see. Joining us on the line, Seattle Superfan, All Climate Dean. Are you there, Dean?
I'm here.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, good. Figuring that since all of our running backs are available, we'll probably just draft one now.
Yeah, so Seattle's kind of been all over the place. Obviously in the offseason, trading Geno and then bringing in Sam Darnold and getting bringing in Cooper Kupp. What do you think their play is here? They could go anywhere.
Well, they should be protecting the quarterback, but neither of them are going to be our quarterbacks of the future. So probably safety.
Oh, I think it could be. Could it be cornerback?
Could be cornerback. The defense definitely improved over the second half of the season, and so I think he's trying to build it up and then hope for a quarterback next year.
Kramer, I had them going receiver with Matthew Golden. What did you have them doing, Kramer?
Gray Zabel was a common mock. Receiver was there sometimes, which seemed natural because of they getting rid of Metcalf. Although it made a little bit less sense. And then I think just the idea that we saw the way that he kind of rebuilt the defense last year started to. It does seem like he's going to want to put a piece, whether it's safety or cornerback, into that defense to kind of fit everything else. Let's see.
Commissioner's up at the podium, ready to announce the selection. It's Gray Zabel. Nice, Ryan. Okay. Did you have Gray Zabel in your mock?
I had him going earlier to the Colts, but that would have been the second place I would have put him. Colby probably loves this guy.
I mean, any offensive lineman for North Dakota State has been a fucking beast. Like they're like Wisconsin to me, to a certain extent, under Barry Alvarez. The way they've been running the ball over the past couple of years, and kid out of Pierre, South Dakota. Why not? Why not? So look, and also Zabel, wasn't that a character in American Gladiators?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it does.
Anytime you have a tie into that, I'm all on board too. But no, I mean, look, the Seahawks need obviously, Dean just talked about it, like grabbing a quarterback next year. Well, you want to make sure you have the offensive line to protect the quarterback. You can never go wrong drafting offensive line, according to my pops. So let's go.
Yeah, let's go indeed. Yeah. So Dean, where are you at with the Gray Zabel pickup?
He is he's a beast of a guy. I know that the local sports radio broadcasters, that was one of their picks. That's what they were hoping for. So, we suck at our keeping our quarterbacks upright. So, absolutely.
All right. It sounds like he could play. He could play like 3 or 4 positions potentially. So,
awesome, excellent.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Dean. Appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
Let it ride, guys.
Take care, brother.
I mean, he played left tackle at North Dakota State, right?
He did. I think he did play some guard though. That wasn't last year. It was the year prior, right?
They're saying he's like guard, center, could potentially even play right tackle. It just seems he's one of those guys that's just going to be useful.
Yeah, there's always like that. That's a valuable player on a team. I feel like kind of gets some of the best teams. You go back and look, and they have a guy like that. It's just a thing that I think is kind of swept under the rug often. You don't have to be a Pro Bowler if you're just very efficient at tackle, guard, and or occasionally center. Man, I think that those are gems you can find.
And notice that North Dakota State calls themselves the Bison and uses a bison as the mascot, unlike Colorado, who runs a bison out onto the field. Even though
it's a green bison, though, man. It's a green bison.
So Bucks are going either defensive back or linebacker, right? I have a nice ticket on 4-1 for defensive back here, Sean.
Oh, okay, nice.
And Will Johnson, first cornerback, is still.
I was about to say that's got to be the pick, right?
If
I'm surprised he's still there.
Yeah,
it's got.
I mean, I saw some Packer fans hoping for him to fall down to 23.
Yeah, no, I think I mean, I had them taking Jihad Campbell, but now with these cornerbacks available, it kind of makes sense that they would do that instead. Kramer, what do you think they do? Who did you have? Who did you have the Bucks taken?
So all the reporting says that Jihad Campbell's the pick. Todd Bowles wants to put him in the middle of his defense. It sounds like the medical stuff for him is scaring teams like to the point where they wouldn't take him in the first round or maybe not at all. It sounds like he might not play games this year. So yeah, I think it's either linebacker or defensive back. I had him taking Barron because Will Johnson was already gone. So I'll go cornerback. I think they take one of the.
They got to take Johnson, right? Pick is in, by the way.
Johnson or Barron or maybe even the kid from Kentucky. I know some people liked him more. What's his name, Colby?
From Detroit. I know you're Harrison. Is it Harrison?
Yeah,
Harrison. I think. I mean, that dude was Stoops. Stoops really does a great job. Bringing up talent. That guy was not a big time recruit out of high school. So.
Can we get a UFL update, Colby? What we have some Friday night UFL action.
It's Thursday night.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, I was about to say there is a game tomorrow. All
right. I've had a couple beers. What do you
take the Stallions? Take the Stallions. Wait, was that you or was that a fan that was asking that?
No, well,
that was Sean.
I thought it was a fan. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm like, where is that being said?
No, because when we got into the Airbnb for our, I'm live from my golf trip where I should be hanging out, but instead, serving up some hot content for the DGens, and someone was watching. It must have been the replay of a game. I heard in the other room UFL audio, and then in my head it was just like, oh, it's Friday. But
what's UFL audio? Them just playing music in the other room.
They are replaying the Birmingham Roughnecks game from last night is being replayed right now. So maybe you caught some live to tape action. I just saw. What are we watching? So Shador has a camera in his house.
He's doing a live stream. You didn't catch this?
Oh my goodness!
There's like a live stream going on there. They're probably making a fortune.
The rejected will be respected. He just posted. Deion Sanders Jr. has posted.
Love it.
So his brother's chirping for him.
Love the chip on the shoulder.
It's actually like the best thing. I was going down a rabbit hole today on like how many players, I think it's like one of the best things that can happen to you is, I mean, it sucks, I guess, for the cameras to be there, but Jerry Rice, I mean, there's a bunch of greats that get slept on. And I think it's like one of the best things because mentally you have that against the rest of the way. You're like, you got the Rudiger syndrome there, just saying, fuck this guy. And even Aaron Rodgers, someone commented in saying Aaron Rodgers had that too. I don't know if he ever had that, but it did happen to him.
Can't believe Deion's not wearing shades. Man, there's a good crowd at the draft for Green Bay. They must have busted a lot of people.
You think they're real?
Well, I don't think. I think there's definitely not real people there.
I think there's fake people there too.
Yeah, it's weird when they have the actors, and it's like you're working quote unquote for 4 hours for like 15 seconds a clock.
How did we not know anybody for that? I would have taken that gig.
Bucks.
Whoa! What?
The Bucks go receiver Emeka Egbuka.
Like Buka. Yeah.
That was not good.
Someone talked me out of receiver when we were doing the position, or maybe I did. Let me check my sheet.
I didn't see that one coming there. I did not see that one coming there.
Before Golden, he's a slot receiver.
That's hilarious.
They just drafted McMillan last year.
What a terrible tackle.
I had a lot of money on him to go over 29.5. And I also have a good amount of money on under 2.5 wide receivers. I'm taking a bath right now, as CJ would say. Taking a real bath. Sean, remind me next year.
Cash it. Receiver 23-1. Let's fucking go.
You did bet it.
Yes.
Oh, you belly over there. Jesus Christ.
No,
I'm in the middle of complaining that I lost, and then you slow roll a win on me.
I have a lot of action.
Where the hell is he at right now?
Tampa Bay draft plus. Is there a dog here?
Is that his dad?
There's no dogs. People hate
no
dogs.
dog, but we've also not seen pizza. So,
like Buka looked like he was in like a room in the movie in like the game of Clue. Did you see that room?
So I mean, he really did. Sean, we're also a couple picks away from potentially seeing the cheesehead hat before we see a box of pizza. FYI, you're keeping up on all the fun props.
Yes. All good stuff there. What a Buka before Golden. That's got to be one of the more. Was that a bigger? Buka is the second receiver. Was that a bigger price than Loveland over Warren Kramer?
I would think so. I don't recall that price, but I would almost certainly think so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I heard people saying like, well, the odds have changed, but you can get. Now, wait, what was your first receiver? Did you have Ted or Golden?
No, I had Golden, so I'm
okay.
Just full bath,
soaked.
Why did I make so many? I can't believe he went to of all teams. This is like when you lose to just a trash. It's like I could take losing to the maybe someone else takes them, but not the Bucks. Why would they do that?
I didn't see that coming. I mean, I think he could be a good wideout though in time. I mean, he's got a. To me, as our guy Bet Boy Tony C's saying, he does have trouble with the physical corners. So I think he's got to work on his game some there. But yeah,
I mean, he certainly is going into a great situation, being able to work with Mike Evans, Godwin. I mean, McMillan's also that McMillan was showing out last year. This Tampa team's winning this division again. Easy.
B Germ pointing out that I was on Visa and I had linebackers Bucks first pick. Yeah, I had that and receiver. So
again, I mean,
receiver on the podcast that we did with CJ.
Bets. Don't tell me about one position we got. What are you doing?
I had a ton of action.
Like obviously, I bet too much on the draft. Obviously, that's what happens when the markets are out for weeks. You just end up betting and betting.
The only
and
football
betting.
you could bet on. Kramer, what do my Broncos do here with no Ginty on the board? I was believing Peyton was going to get his guy, but what do you think?
I mean, also like you have. Man, I don't know. I mean, they were always in the talk of trading up. They were also a team that they discussed that would maybe be a trade down team if the players they wanted aren't there. I mean, the shocker would be Trevion Henderson. I don't know what else other than that. Safety, make the defense even better. The cornerback again. It seems like cornerback's the position that's completely slipping. So maybe you add to a strength.
Amari and Hampton seemed like the chalky play there.
You wonder about the cornerback angle. I mean, my first thought would have been safety, but now with all these corners dropping, you wonder, do they just say, "Hey, let's get a guy we got valued at pick 10 right now," or, you know?
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's crazy to say that the two corner, at least a couple of the cornerbacks they probably should be inside the top 20.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I feel, but I mean, Hampton's an interesting one. You know, where are you guys at with Hampton? Like he popped on screen, but man, that offense with Drake May was so it's hard to deduce how good he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking a running back in the first round, I think you have to find a really, really special talent. And okay, fine. Maybe Ginty and Hampton's good, but like, I don't know, man. It's the NFL. Like there's such a dime a dozen and so scheme dependent and so dependent on your offensive line, the play calling.
Like, and I think North Carolina was scheme dependent too. Like I mean, Michael Carter was a beast. They've had like fire running backs for like 5 straight years. So it's I do think he's the best. He pops on screen to me the best of any of those. But what is that? You know, like I just would like to see more in a different scheme to really validate how good he really is if that's the case.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't know. I feel like if you're drafted a running back at the first round, way bigger chance you regret it than you feel like awesome about it, right?
Yeah.
Unless that pendulum swinging. That's the only thing I'm fascinated by that, and just in general covering football.
Are they trading?
It says the pick is in.
They ran that clock all the way down.
Is that Kurt Warner?
It's Ryan's buddy, Ian Rappaport.
I love when they put Ian Rappaport next to Tom Pelissero and you see how short and puny Ian Rappaport is.
He was the one that got alphaed by Jordan Schultz at the Starbucks at the combine.
I'm just seeing some other stuff going on right now with some SGPN host.
What's going on?
You're gonna have to wait for that Steelers pick, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow, this is.
I'm seeing Bowser set up the Broncos selection.
What?
He's making the announcement.
Is that Goodell's son?
I think it's I think it might be a Make-A-Wish thing.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
You know what? This isn't on us. This is on. This is on the NFL. If you are doing a Make-A-Wish thing and people are live streaming, we need a big thing up on the Chiron.
Yeah.
A big top of like a tornado alert. Hey, this is Make-A-Wish. Before you continue making fun of everyone like you have, stop, have a heart.
And shout out to Samuel.
Story.
Shout out to Samuel, man.
Let's go, Sam. I'm about to make fun. Oh, wait. It's Make-A-Wish. Hold on. That's how they trick you.
Barron.
Jahade Barron, cornerback out of Texas for the Broncos. Okay,
Yeah,
so now
first corner. So Kramer just lost his.
I am just taking a bath.
But, that was my analysis though. I thought it was an interesting angle. Was that you play so many more dominant receivers and athletic receivers in the SEC. Even I know he was previously in the Big 12 before that, but kind of both where the Big 10, old and new, wasn't known to have elite wide receivers outside of Ohio State. So it was like, how much stock do you put into what Will Johnson did? He did great statistically, but clearly the Denver Broncos agree with me.
Slot, yeah. I mean, in this, adds a nice piece in the slot next to Surtain. Watch out, Bo Nick's got to be happy.
Oh, what is he wearing?
No dogs, no pizza. No, he's got himself on a shirt. He's wearing a shirt with himself on it.
That's fucking fantastic.
All right, new huge fan of Jahade Barron, dude. This Broncos defense is gonna be legit. I mean, with Afunga and who else did they sign from the 49ers? They're gonna be good. Look at this. Yeah, Greenlaw and a Yafunga. I mean, look out. And Bo Nick's here too. I'm already excited. Shout out to White Tiger. Like Nathan giving the shout out. All right, enough messing around. Let's bring him on from the war room himself. Maybe we go. Kramer, can you make him full screen? I feel like he needs his time to shine with his virtual war room background.
Yeah, we can do
no virtual here. I'm here live right now, Sean.
Okay.
This is what's happening here. Like, I got Coach Tomlin, right here. I got Mr. Rudy sitting right behind me. He's very, very happy. I got a lot of other dudes. Look, Omar Khan. He's confident.
You know what? Let's bring Decker on as well. Fuck it. They're picking next. Let's get Decker in the mix.
Was that Brian?
We got more people.
They're letting me hit my weed pen. No.
We got hold on,
this is like real shit here, guys. Like, this is not.
You know what? Hold on. We got to get rid of Decker because I didn't realize we had other
you can bump me for Decker. You can bump me for Decker if you want. Yeah, fire.
It's a crowded way.
We'll give Colby a break. And we got Britton here from the Daily Dog podcast. We got Bowser.
Yep. I'm here live, guys. I'm hearing whispers of all kinds of things. I'm kind of like at Harmon. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Cam Hayward's not going to play forever. There's a big guy on the board, would fill a nice gap in the middle of that defense, but lot of good stuff. Great spread here. Fantastic.
And Rob Donaldson. Rob, we'll start with you. Steelers, the pick is in. Is it Shador? Yes or no?
I think it is, and I think it should be.
Oh, like it.
Oh, wow.
We'll go to you, Britton. Yes or no, Shador?
I would like it to be. I'm seeing some reports. You never can trust these reports that might be contrary to that. They might be leaving the number one QB on the big board out there.
Ooh. Bowser, Shador, yes or no? Who do you want?
There's been whispers about him all day here in the room. Personally, not a fan. I don't like guys whose dad didn't tackle.
Wow.
Shots fired.
It's one of those kind of things. Rod Woodson was much better during the same era. But Mr. Rooney's happy, so that's always a good thing. It was a good sit down. Look, he's frozen. It's like, I think is he having a stroke? I don't know.
Sean, real quick. Commissioner's reading the pick. We also have Stone Labanowitz back. He was able to make it.
Hey guys. Sorry. I was supposed to come here. earlier. I couldn't fit a
So
headband for
yeah,
my,
we're here. We're in it.
Yeah, I was told I had to come here for the Steeler pick because he had a great green.
And it is Harmon. Yes, guys, I called it. Right here with my insider access right here in the war room. I said we're looking like it's going to be Harmon. Hayward's not going to play forever. Wow. This is what you get here at premium content at SGPN. I got Mr. Rudy to get in on Photo Finish Live. He's got a stable going now.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
I like, all those Steeler fans are jumping up and down because it's not Shedeur Sanders. They have no idea who they got. Like, yes, it's not Shedeur.
I like the D line pivot here. O line last 2 years. Let's keep going in the trenches. This is how we do it.
All right, Stone and Scott. Let's just give Britton and Rob a chance.
Okay.
Britton, real quick. What is your reaction to the Harmon pick here?
I believe it means Aaron Rodgers is signing with the Steelers. Finally.
Oh wow!
Unfortunately, is what I think it means. I mean, maybe fortunately. I mean, they're like incrementally getting better, slowly over Russell Wilson, up all the way to Aaron Rodgers, which is like maybe a half peg above at this point in their careers. But yeah, so I think that Shedeur, they're confident they can wait another year to get the QB of the future. Obviously, D linemen in Pittsburgh are always going to be a popular pick. They needed some youth and some more big bodies up there. So you know what? I'm not mad about it. I do think Shedeur Sanders is like a better quarterback than Cam Ward, for example. But that's just
oh, hot take.
Whoa,
or is it? Rob, what about you? What's your take on Derek Harmon?
Yeah, you know, I think obviously it does lean itself to saying that Aaron Rodgers should be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, which, you know, to that point, you go from old school Big Ben, where he's nearly dying on the field every snap, to Kenny Pickett, to Justin Fields, to Russell Wilson. We're elevating just in the margins. And yeah, I think that's kind of what it speaks to here.
Stone, as a FCS legend yourself, what do you think about the Steelers passing on another FCS legend in Shedeur Sanders? Stone.
I'm sorry. What's that? I was getting a text from my agent here from a UFL team, the Memphis Showboats, have called me up.
Okay. Yeah, come on. A UFL, get Stone in the mix for a quarterback job.
What are we talking about? No, we're just talking about, you're right. It's the Aaron Rodgers story. What a lovely tale. That's exactly what Pittsburgh needs. You know, there's an ayahuasca and Iron City. They go together perfectly. You drop it in there.
Does he get it Permani style? He puts fries on his ayahuasca.
Yeah, he puts fries. Yeah, everything's fried. Pittsburgh style is just fries on it. Pittsburgh salad, fries on it. Pittsburgh whiskey, fries in it.
All right. Well, Britton and Rob, thank you guys for calling in. Make sure to check out the Daily Dog and all of Rob's good stuff as well. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Bowser, we can keep you on so you can talk to Decker, who we had on for a second. The show's getting out of hand, which is awesome. Decker, what's up, man? Chargers on the clock. What do you want the Chargers to do? What do you think they do? What's happening?
What's up, boys? Yo, I like the way this is going so far. So here's who I like. I would want an offensive guard, Donovan Jackson, Ohio State. Plug and play.
Okay.
Left guard, they need a left guard. Ohio State guy, go to a Michigan coach. I don't know the history there, but that's who I want. Who I think they might take is Will Johnson, still on the board.
Yeah, Michigan guy.
Yeah. I was kind of actually pulling for the Steelers on that one. Yeah.
Have a lot of cornerbacks, but I hope they don't take Matthew Golden. That seems it seems like a Raiders pick. Just a fast guy, a guy that Al Davis goes at and goes, "Whoa, he's really fast. Get him the ball and just throw it far."
Now I had them drafting. Or I thought there was value in taking tight end. My mock draft, I had the Chargers taking Kenneth Grant. Kramer, what do you think the Chargers do? What do you want them to do? Any bets you're sweating out here?
No, I'm sweating out just continuing the losing streak. I was just checking in on still no dogs have been seen Yeah, I would say that it. I don't know. Maybe Harbaugh takes the Michigan kid, but I'm with. I think Decker's worries about them drafting Golden might be accurate.
If you, if you look at, so Bowser and I were actually just talking about this a couple hours ago about what Joe Hortz does, and he got Lamar Jackson traded up in the second round. He actually took Hayden Hurst, number 1 in that draft.
Yeah.
It was amazing in 2018. And then he took Mark Andrews later. Like Joe Ortiz, I got to give him a shout out because last year he rebuilt the entire Chargers team. And he likes to go best available. What's that?
What about like Pierce? What about like a pass rusher here? Like,
well, they need a defensive tackle. That's why I thought they were going to go defensive tackle because they let Poona Ford go. And usually that's a telltale sign where they looked at the draft and they thought they could get a defensive tackle. But who am I seeing? Darius Alexander, Shamar Turner. It could be Darius Alexander, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think he takes. I was to say, I think he takes his Michigan man, Will Johnson. You can't let him slip.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I mean, he knows him, and he's guarded the best receivers.
But so what you guys were saying earlier, like,
tell me the pick when it comes out. It's in my periphery, but honestly, I would bet Darius Alexander or Will Johnson at this point.
Any chance they go?
Oh, they go for sure. Yeah,
sure. Yeah, any chance they go quarterback? Obviously, Justin Herbert doesn't have it when it comes to the playoffs. Any chance they want a real quarterback like Jalen Hurts?
Give me a
So no quarterback.
No, but like
you already called him not elite earlier today, Bowser, and that already got me fired up.
Dude, no, Harbaugh is one of these guys though that will draft a problem guy here that slipped because he feels like he can rein him in, and.
I mean, he likes big
a guy like Pierce wouldn't be off the board. Like,
I mean,
look at him leaning forward in that chair. Oh my God,
he likes to cut.
Also, Coach Tomlin still texting in the background with Derek Harmon.
Yeah,
it's draft room. I like.
And real quick to Easy. Who asked if this was a Chinese menu. It's my card playing crying towel. A lot of shots being taken at the man in the box in the chat. I've been noticing early on. Someone questioned if I could ride a bike after watching Roger Goodell ride one. The question's very offensive. I don't know if I could, but it's still the question itself very offensive.
Might have to do an SPN combine next year.
I didn't put that on the screen. I let that comment.
I read it though. I could have said the best detective sees all.
100 toss us some likes, people. We're sitting on 50 likes. Come on, 150 people watching.
People aren't nice.
No, likes are free. Come on, let's go.
I informed the brass here in Pittsburgh that the chat approves of the Harmon pick, by the way.
Well, I mean, the Steelers don't have a second round draft pick, so that means they are going to get a quarterback next year. Right. Yeah, I mean, what does that mean?
I mean, no, we got a guy named Mason Rudolph, Colby. I don't know if you know. He's on the roster.
Lawn chairs. I love a good lawn chair. Is that Neil O'Donnell 2.0?
Yeah, I'm wearing a Terry Bradshaw bicentennial season jersey here, Colby. I thought you'd appreciate my 1976 throwback of you of all people.
I did. I appreciate it. I just didn't know it was you, Bowser. I thought it was Brian Henkel at first.
I think the Steelers could be bringing in Ryan Tannehill.
Thank you, Easy. Bowser, what is the spread over there in the Steelers war room, by the way?
Well, we had some fantastic sandwiches. There was some ravioli. There was some and they had some. It was a ravioli with truffle. CJ, you would have loved it.
How is the Italian in Pittsburgh?
That's why I got the Trapper Keeper. No, you can't stain a Trapper Keeper.
My great grandfather, Pittsburgh legend Guido Caputo, absolutely helped cook up food here.
Look, I do agree with your assessment of Rod Woodson.
Thank you, Colby. Yeah,
we're on the same page.
Yeah. I got kicked out of Woodson's Bar and Grill at Station Square one time.
He's in Mesquite right now doing it. Not Vegas, Mesquite, Nevada.
You got kicked out of Woodson's?
Yeah, and then it went bankrupt. His brother robbed it blind, by the way.
I mean, that's ask Brunel about his restaurant enterprises in Jacksonville, but it's a normal thing. That's why, I talked to the bet detective earlier today, and I asked him about. We were both mourning the loss of Steve McMichael, and I said, you lived in Chicago for decades, right? Did you ever go to Steve McMichael's steakhouse? He's like. And he got angry about this. No, I never went to that fucking steakhouse. That means something happened.
Thank you for running back.
No, that's not true. The answer was
I didn't even have that as a possibility.
The Chargers select running back Omarion Hampton.
Wow, no, Decker. I'm so sorry.
That's kind of a shocker.
That's wild.
J.K. Dobbins is going somewhere. Where's J.K. Dobbins going?
And you guys just had Najee Harris.
Yeah, Najee Harris just signed.
You had Najee Harris. You needed a speed back. That's why this kind of makes him a little weird choice.
I'll tell you this though. I mean, he popped as a freshman when he first came to Carolina as a freshman. He popped, but like off screen. But every running back has been awesome in that system. It's hard to judge how good he's going to be. But if Harbaugh believes it, sign me up. Let's go.
Yeah,
over in Mooresville, North Carolina.
I get Ortiz and Harbaugh believe in him. Their draft last year was amazing. It's like they obviously don't like Vidal, which they took last year.
Was that Chip Kelly there, Sean?
What?
I thought we had a Chip Kelly sighting in the Chargers war room.
Oh, no. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. All right. Hey, Bowser, thanks for you and Decker hopping on. Appreciate it. We got to move on to the Packers, but thanks for hopping on, guys. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
You guys.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
All right.
Do you think Belichick and Harbaugh texted each other about this? Do you think Belichick knows anything about this situation?
Oh, yeah. Well, his lady friend probably does.
Yeah, no, she handles the email.
She's CC'd on all the emails. Joining us on the line, he's got his cheese hat, top hat, and he's got his big cheese
Puncher.
fist. Dick Puncher himself. What's happening, Mr. Puncher?
Yo, go back, go back, go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. It's freaking Lambeau Field. I love that they started off. The Bears still suck. Yeah, that's how you start the draft. Bears still suck forever. Fuck them. Dude, oh my God. And let me just tell you right now. All right, before you even ask. All right, this is who we got to take. Last year, I came on here and I said, round one, I said we got to take Cooper DeJean. I came on here. Kobe agreed with me. Said it would be a great pick for Green Bay. Obviously, we saw what happened. Right? He picked off Mahomes for pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
That was awesome.
This year, all right, I'm coming back with got another cornerback, all right? We got a Michigan man. Go blue. Corner, Will Johnson. Like, oh, come on, guys. You guys know I'm a Michigan fan. Like, this is Charles Woodson all over again. It's a corner. He had toe issues in college. It's the same situation. They got to take him.
Plays in the cold. That still kind of matters a little bit in the NFL. So there's that.
Well, hopefully not soon. I mean, I saw Chicago's working on the dome.
Yeah.
Some of these other historical
That's cool.
franchises.
That's cool. You guys are that's cool that you guys are copying the Arena Football League in the Indoor Football League.
No.
When are the Iowa Barnstormers coming?
As someone who's hosts the UFL gambling podcast, where I think 60% of the league plays in dorms. That's a big accusation.
And I'll be first to say that league's horse shit, but subscribe.
So first and last. Yeah.
Dick, you want them to go Will Johnson. What do you think they will do? Do you think they go Will
Please,
Johnson?
it's Mr. Puncher.
Yes.
I do think that they will do this, although the Packers are notoriously reticent about players with like a little bit of an injury issue, but I think it's just a toe. It's just I think they'll still be okay with this. If not, I could see them taking Golden. We could use some younger receivers because we're gonna have to start making decisions soon about our current receiving core. And I at the end of the day, we've got like a room full of wide receiver twos. So like, getting a guy who could potentially be great in there, it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be mad if we got like Golden or something, or yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of all in though. I'm all in on Will Johnson. Hopefully this happens.
I love it. That's a great pick. Also, I'm going to request a wellness check on Decker after this. What a horrible pick by the Chargers. I didn't want to bring it up.
Like, he's a Michigan man. I thought they were going to take Will Johnson.
Yeah. Let alone their offensive line was terrible in that playoff game. I mean, good God, how many running backs do you need, Harbaugh?
Yeah, that would be the last thing. I mean, obviously quarterback, they don't have one, but after quarterback, O-line, cornerback, they had a lot of bigger holes. I mean, Hampton's fun, but it felt like a little bit of a luxury pick when you had some other pressing stuff.
Didn't make any sense.
No, but here we go. Drunk Packer fans, let's do it.
Let's go.
You were talking about Woodson earlier. Moment from the past where we're just hanging out with Charles Woodson in the VSiN studio, having a very deep conversation about betting
his whiskey.
It was about him betting $1 million on the Packers against the Bears.
Yeah, and Derek got every time Woodson mentioned betting $1 million, Derek got really excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, we can do it. We can take some pretty big bets, Charles." But Derek very big in with the Michigan program there.
What do you think Woodson would do on a speed bet round there? From there, looks like he's planning out a good route there.
Well, we'll see if he can
Kramer's world record.
Yeah, maybe he'll break my world record of 53 seconds. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, CJ.
I think the kiosk would trip him up for sure.
So you think that shot's real? I think it's fake.
I think it's real. I think
this isn't the Beatles at Shea. All right, this is nonsense here, right?
It does look like a concert festival. I saw that Jared posted on X that it looks like a walking nightmare. I think that people are just there to party. I think there's nothing else to do in the area, and they're just there to party.
Everyone in Green Bay has to be, at least every male in Green Bay has to be there.
Yeah,
it's draft cello.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna go down to the local bar or go to this giant party? It's Woodstock for cheese curds. Just a bunch of guys hanging out. Hey, don't take the brown curds, man. We got some spiked batches, everyone. You're gonna be posing them off with light beer.
Draftcella is a good name for it. The supper clubs are closed. So it's
this is just shows you how awesome the NFL is. Like literally, this is just picking guys in the of what teams are going to be in. Imagine if any other sport.
What a suck off over there, dude.
Oh yeah, the greatest league of all time.
Oh my God! No, what are you going to tell you next? Fucking Nickelback's the greatest band of all time.
Where's Sean's Rob Lowe hat?
Yeah, it's actually in the studio. Ryan, go find the Rob Lowe hat.
It's right next to our John Morant fake gun, real gun.
Yeah, and Colby, what if this the college equivalent? What the number one?
I hope it never happens in college. Personally,
no. Well, you would never get that many fans in college football.
Please,
it's an all right.
There's a reason why the NFL has the smallest stadiums, brother. All right.
Speaking of which, those John Morants are like up 30 right now in Oklahoma.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? I thought Oklahoma City I had a system play of just keep taking the thunder.
Hey, look at that pile of shit, Mark Murphy. He doesn't want the tush push, huh?
Right.
Yeah, you got scared of the tush push.
Yeah, but you're gonna bring out this pile of shit. He's just anti-football, everything.
Yeah, I would like to say that I am not with the Packers on that. I am
all right, fair enough.
In favor of allowing the tush push.
Yeah. You sound like a Trump voter. I don't like what he says. I don't like what he says. I just like, what they stand for.
Some of the policies.
What he's doing with the unions. I like what he's doing with the unions.
Yo, Bitcoin though?
Bitcoin's doing good. Shout out to
Bitcoin. Really all I care about.
Shout out to Solana.
That's my only policy. Pro Bitcoin.
Oh, Dick Puncher's a real degen. If you're in the Discord, I'm sure he could get you on the slippery slope of day trading some meme coins.
Oh God.
Oh
Lord.
Fucking jackass. You fucking disgrace.
These are all stockholders, remember. Everyone out there owns a piece of these packs.
I'm a stockholder.
Yeah,
You got one here. Part owner here.
If the any chance
Shedeur
they take an
Sanders.
offense. Oh my
Shedeur
God.
Sanders.
I have a 200. I have a 201 ticket.
Doesn't he remind you of that character in Dick Tracy? This guy with this fucking face. You
His
know,
smushed bulldog face.
that's not a real face, right?
Why are they like this man? Come on.
It's just their team. They don't care. No. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Go to hell. You con artist. This is all Dogecoin. You're a con man.
Oh, come on. You want to talk about the glazing?
Yeah.
This is the glazing.
I can't tell. Is that Mark Murphy or is that Stacking the Money Green? I can't tell.
No.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, shit.
Matthew Golden, receiver at a Texas.
All right, Golden. I do like Golden.
Wow.
It would have been great to get Will Johnson. I wanted Johnson.
Oh,
so
no.
bad.
He's not happy.
Wow.
Golden is a legit pick, though. I didn't actually think we'd even have a shot at Johnson. So Golden,
Wow.
I'm okay with Golden. Golden's solid.
Yeah, he's a great receiver.
I remember
but you have
last year
7 of
you
them now.
Yeah, and you were telling us how they have this really young receiving core last year. So I guess they're just recycling through more of that.
CJ, I think you and Golden have the same blazer, right? Don't you?
I did that. That's my CMA Awards blazer. Yes, absolutely.
That looks very familiar.
Yeah. And we gave out a wide receiver, by the way, for the Packers because all those young receivers on the last year of the rookie contract. Watson, of course, he's got a torn ACL. He's not coming back till halfway through the year. So yeah, why not add an 8th mediocre receiver to that core?
Oh wow, speed guy.
And I
just realized that the only bet I placed tonight was because I just thought the odds were right. Was a receiver to be picked 23rd at plus 250.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. It wasn't a huge.
You dog.
Now Matthew Golden's great.
Right, let's go.
Thanks for calling in, Dick Puncher.
Great seeing you guys.
Appreciate it. And best of luck to your Packers unless they're playing the Eagles. Let it ride, man.
Let it ride.
All right, we're moving on to the Vikings. Joining us on the line from the Golf Gambling Podcast, Vikings insider, superfan Dom. What's happening, Dom?
What's going on? Pick is in. I was hoping they'd trade back, but I just don't think there was a trade partner.
Yeah, no, it does feel like only one quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Hey, at least they got their pick in, unlike 10 years ago. Remember when they couldn't get it in? And there was like Oklahoma
struggled.
That's embarrassing when it happens in fantasy.
Now, Dom, what do you?
I need the pants to go with that jacket.
Yeah,
Golden's got the suit. I need the pants.
Dom, I got the Vikings taking Malachi Starks, but he's available. But there's a lot of other defenders that are slipping. Kind of interesting. What do you think they do? What do you want them to do?
There was 2 guys I didn't want: Jahdae Barron, Omarion Hampton. So I'm pretty open to everything. I'd prefer Will Johnson, but if it's not, I think Emanwari or Starks is fine. I mean, there's needs in the secondary all around. I mean, Harrison Smith, we're on borrowed time already. So I think either corner or safety is in play, and I can't see it being anything else.
Just realizing that again, the Packers are trolling Aaron Rodgers by as soon as they get rid of him, that's when they start drafting receivers in the first round, which is a Green Bay fan. Yeah, you gotta love that, right?
Yeah.
And I hate to hijack this, but Mark Murphy, I have a shot of him, Kramer. If you can see it right there, that's what I'm talking about. Mark Murphy. He says no to the tush push right there. That guy right there. Check out.
Is that Freddy Krueger?
That's Dick Tracy. Or that's not actual Dick Tracy. That's the movie Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
But you know,
great work with the screenshot.
So Tom, how do you feel in general? Quarterback position for the Vikings. You move on from Sam Darnold, who won you guys a ton of games. Now it's just, hey, we're gonna start JJ McCarthy, even though he's coming off that ACL injury or whatever it was. You feel good? JJ McCarthy starter day one.
It's a little nerve-wracking, obviously, because no one really knows what his health is. I mean, he played the whole preseason game, never came out. So I'm excited to see him. I'm glad they didn't bring in a veteran. But, I mean, I tweeted a little bit ago, it's kind of hilarious to see a 14-3 team picking 24th because they'll go to, like, the next three teams and they have, like, 10 wins, 11 wins. So it's like, I don't have the stat. I haven't seen it, but I would assume this is the highest a 14 team has ever picked.
Yeah, it's got to be. And really, what was the one team he struggled with? Sam Darnold was the Rams, and then now he's going to be playing them twice a year in the NFC West. How are you feeling overall about the Vikings? The pick is in. So you're hoping it seems like you do want a safety, right?
Yeah, I'd be fine with a safety. Like I said, I'd prefer Will Johnson, but they really filled a lot of needs in free agency. Even the Jordan Mason trade kind of came out of nowhere. For a while, I was like, they're going to pick their favorite running back at 24. Obviously, not the case. Even if Hampton was there, I wouldn't imagine they would have went there, but it's got to be a D-back. I'd be fine with almost anything because, like I said, the two guys I didn't want are gone. But it's also Kwesi. He looked back at his last 3 drafts, horrible.
Yeah.
Xavier
Jalen Walker's available. He could be interesting.
It's got to be Johnson. It's got to be Johnson.
He went.
Well, he'll start.
Wow.
Jalen Walker's out of
it. Jackson, Ohio.
Didn't expect that.
Whoa.
Wow. Kramer, what were his odds to even go in the first round?
He was definitely a fringe guy. I think
we have a slide.
He was on the list of guys, so he was definitely in the range, but somewhat surprising.
Dom, how do you feel drafting a guard 24th?
Giants are on the clock, so I got to get out of here.
Oh wow! Shit. Oh, here we go. Jackson Dart getting ahead.
Also, I happen to be watching it with Dom, so I'm here now. Hi.
Oh wow! Hey.
Wow.
Hey,
seamless.
How's it going?
That's
up,
professional.
Steph? How's it going?
Going good. So I assume. Are we assuming this is the Jackson Dart pickup, right?
No, is it Dart or Milrow? It's Milrow.
Dart is the
Shador. It's Shador.
Oh no.
This is diabolical. Kramer, what do you want? What are they doing?
I don't want anything right here.
Yeah, I didn't want them to trade back up. So I don't know what the positive outcome.
Houston? So they're trying. Are they trying?
Yes, Jackson Dart. Let's go.
Oh,
it has to be Jackson Dart because
it has to be Jackson Dart. Have you seen his TikTok?
And the
Eli
Rams,
likes him.
and they're jumping up ahead of the Rams, and the Rams,
Mississippi, of course, Eli
wanted Jackson Dart supposedly. So now the Giants probably have to jump ahead to get Jackson Dart.
I did. I mean, my goodness, because I had a lot.
Oh, here he is! Finally, they haven't showed him all night.
Kramer, talk. What are you? Where's your head?
The trade up. So I'm guessing they probably used the compensatory pick in the. Did they announce what the trade was to move up? Maybe something else small. And I would have preferred they not traded up. This is obviously for a quarterback, and if they take money out of my pocket because the Rams were going to draft a quarterback first, my God, I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking right now.
Steffi, walk us through your head space right now. What do you want them to do?
I'm kind of regretting jumping on because if it's Dart, I'm going to crash out.
Oh, Terrell joining us on the line as well. Terrell, we were discussing whether or not we would hear from you again.
This is going to be amazing live viewing right here.
Let's go, Shador.
Huh?
Let's go, Shador. Come on.
Shador.
Let's go.
Terrell's back in on the Giants or trolling? I can't tell.
Will Carter and Shador.
I never know.
I'm so back in.
Now, Steph,
Terrell doesn't know what he wants.
Steph, Milrow over Dart officially. Rank what quarterback you want here?
What?
Neither.
They're obviously taking a short.
I'll take. Yeah, I'll take Shador 1. I'll take Milroe 2, and I'll take Milroe. You could make the case for being 1. Dart should be 3.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Dart is
Kramer.
my favorite.
I'm kind of with Colby. I mean, Milroe gives me the most intrigue. Shador has again, I've said it before. I don't think he's the best prospect, but he is Deion's kid. He's Deion's kid, and he's gotten better every year. And it's easy to get behind that.
It's okay, Terrell. He's been hating for a long time.
I have been hating for a long time.
His hate has been bouncing off me like ping pong balls for years, so it's okay.
I was outside. I have a blunt perfectly rolled. I was literally about to spark, and the Giants made the call, and I ran back upstairs. So you guys are keeping me from a blunt right now.
Yes,
Kramer.
The Giants are keeping you.
Tyler Shuck, any chance? Tyler?
No,
Shuck.
you don't need to trade up for that.
I would puke on the live stream.
You're trading up.
Honestly, annoying. Honestly, Sean's just annoying. Like
I'm walking.
Well, he's always been
Terrell,
like that.
I'm walking through all this. I'm walking through all the scenarios.
It's very easy to take the player with character concerns.
So you gave your second round pick, your third round pick, and a 2026 third round pick. So not a ton.
No.
But
not
it's not nothing.
First of all, Joe Shane has
nothing
no
at
idea
all.
what he's doing. Joe Shane has no idea what he's doing, so he's not mad at the second and third round pick being gone.
This is because I took my Darius Toney thing off.
Oh no! Is that? You did?
Wow! Then it became bad. You better put it back on.
They did.
Oh, they're showing the fam cam.
Giant fans are unraveling.
He's not talking to anyone. He's not talking to anyone.
Giant fans are unraveling just at the
anticipation
of this pick.
Oh, they're not. Dable and Shane do not agree on this, and Mara looks sick to his stomach.
Dable's not excited. This isn't. Look at that.
It's Shador. It's got to be Shador, right?
That is a sad guy.
No, he just did his shoulder thing. He's happy. Dable is happy. I didn't see a hug though.
No, he was wandering around.
I was reading micro. He just did a shoulder thing. Think
what
about
are
it,
y'all
Sean.
watching?
Think about it, Sean. You walk out of you walk out of a room with a nice time with a lady, and you do a little shoulder. Jimmy, you're feeling good. You just had a good time. You got a pep in your step.
There you go.
All right, they're showing them on the 4-letter network.
I know, but he's not talking to anyone. He did change his phone number, by the way. I like how he announced.
Oh, for the love of goodness gracious!
Come on, Shador. Come on, Shador. Be a Giant. Let's go.
I think it's going to be Jalen Milroe.
It's going to be Dart.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
Shador.
Why would you trade up for Milroe or Dart? You could have got them in the second round and kept the pick.
Because the Rams like Milroe as well. That's my reporting. That's
my reporting. My reporting is the Giants are dumb. That's why they.
I don't like.
I have a second source on that.
I have insiders. I have insiders on that. I don't know. It's not making.
It's Shador.
Is a Jacksonville fan.
Is in. Kramer, I'll let you. Everyone go quiet. Kramer, you can announce the pick. I don't want anyone else announcing the pick. I want Ryan announcing who the Giants franchise quarterback is. You can talk as long as it's not announced.
Has Kamish changed any wardrobe changes yet? He usually likes to freshen up the shirt.
No, oh my God.
We got Steffi's reaction. Kramer, who is the Giants' new franchise
right.
quarterback?
Jackson Dart. You know, the comp is look at this guy.
This is hilarious.
The comp is no pizza in that draft party. The comp is Jalen Hurts, they're saying. So,
what?
Yeah. That was
Super Bowl loading then.
I mean
he looks like Logan Paul.
He kind of does. I don't know what I'm thinking right now.
I don't understand. I think it's a bad pick, man. I don't think that offense helps him much. I mean, we'll see. I was shocked that he was moving up draft boards. I would take Milroe and Shador over him all day.
What is he wearing?
The New York Giants have still yet to draft a black quarterback.
I was about to say, there's no way, right? Sean, we were all over this. They signed a few in the offseason, which PR 101, right? Get you off the scent. It's so true though, right? It's so true.
You're right about that, Terrell, and that is why my uncle will still watch the Giants this year. I am happy for his health.
We'll go.
I did have to call that the door pick.
Terrell,
Oh, man.
Terrell, you did not seem happy about this pick. Where are you at with Jackson Dart?
Dable is so happy. Dable got his way.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
Fine.
They-
Dable's happy. I'm happy.
good
I'll be
luck.
fine.
So
Whatever.
let me tell you how this ends.
Well, he can be happy for this year because he's fired after this.
Look at those thick legs. Look at those thick
Let
legs.
me-
Look at that
tell you how
arm.
this
Are you
ends.
kidding me?
This
This
guy
is how
looks
this
like
ends.
he looks like a
He's such
drone,
a-
Ryan.
What a douchebag, right?
Well, this guy's gonna be so fun to make fun of.
They could have signed Matt Corral for the same. What are they doing?
Yeah, he's the same guy. He's the same.
What a fun QB room they're building here. We're like, what are they doing?
This
So
is just
important.
bad. We're really not thinking about the biggest loss tonight, and that's Tommy DeVito. Poor Tommy. Poor little Tommy.
He's still in the house in my eyes for the starting quarterback.
I'm sorry, guys. Like
Jake, put
Jackson-
these on sale right now. Put these on sale right now. They're gonna. We need to sell out immediately.
It's kind of
He's
funny
not-
that DeVito has a watch party right now. Like, did they just shut it down? Like, how does that work? Like, you're done.
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame is over.
Kurt Warner's wife is talking again. I think this is like I would take Milroe. Like I do not understand the narrative of like he is better than Shedeur Sanders. He is not better than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a way more accurate. Like I think he's more NFL ready than Dart. Maybe he has some raw skills. If you work on it, he could be good. But I'm baffled by this pick.
Yeah,
Mara is never beating the
Terrell's
racist
putting the bag on his head. He is
Yeah, you're
ashamed.
not subscribed to
Steph?
the YouTube channel.
Steph, are
I
you?
really didn't think it was happening.
Are you going to be getting a Jackson Dart jersey?
No.
Okay.
Can you convert
now-
that Tony to a Dart jersey?
I
Utah?
do. Oh, Falcons trade up too now here.
Ooh,
Hold on.
okay.
Yeah, Rams
Interesting.
just traded their pick.
Yeah, they couldn't get Jackson Dart.
They couldn't
Wow.
stop laughing after the Giants drafted Jackson Dart, so they had to
Well,
trade. Like, I guess we'll trade.
Haven't
it.
we seen from Utah to New York City
Wow, look
before? Zach Wilson.
Wait, real quick though. Look what the haul the Rams got. They got the they gave up their 26th.
what?
They got a third pick, and they got the Falcons' first pick next year.
Well, that makes the Giants trade up look
crazy.
way better.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
great framing, but more just how dumb the Falcons are. What are you doing?
Breaking news: Sal Powell said that Dable sees traits in Jackson Dart of Josh Allen. He sees traits, so. That's what
And Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen.
No.
They're both bros. They're both bros.
Yeah. Traits.
They both throw footballs.
Oh yeah, they're both bros, all right.
Their first name begins with J.
So this is how this ends. We get
So you
Dart.
spell it JAXSON? That's wild.
Yeah, son of
Exactly.
Jax. Chip.
Abel gets fired next year, and then the new coach is not bought in on Dart. Dart
Yep.
is then outcasted from the
Oh,
team, and we have
we
to
really
go
had
through
like
this
1 minute
yet
Terrell
again.
like positive. That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, we had Terrell was
That
back
was
for a
fun.
second.
He was back for like
This is,
one. Like,
this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Dable's going to be gone by the end of the year, and then the next coach is not going to want this guy.
Mm.
Also, Jackson, not a real name, especially spelling it JAXSON.
And then you think this guy's going to
But
listen to
he's
Russell
from
Wilson?
Utah. He's from Utah. So I mean that's understandable.
He's-
They didn't
Russell
know.
Wilson is his vet. This is the guy that's going to listen to Russell Wilson? Really? Yeah, all right.
Well, let's talk about this
is the
draft pick
funniest
too.
quarterback room.
They can still get They can still get Shedeur. Keep loading up this quarterback room. Get like 8 or 9 by the end of this draft.
Wow.
Shedeur was
I-
right there.
All right.
I think the-
Dable likes him. You better
Yeah,
do
this is
something
the-
with him
yeah.
then.
Can we like you traded up like Pierce might be a good player. I'm just saying like I thought he would be available for a while. You did
That
all
is
that.
kind of a strong move.
You did all that to trade up for Pierce. I mean, you got your guy, I guess, but I didn't think everyone was rushing to draft James Pierce right now.
Feels like a very unnecessary move.
The red flags on him are hilarious too. Like he's terrifyingly crazy, is the report.
That
They
could be a
gave
good
Dexter
thing.
first.
Yeah, I mean,
Real quick,
good thing in football.
Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I'm trying to present a clip. Let's see.
What do you need help with?
I respect.
Do we have
I
too
respect
many?
I was just gonna say I respect the Falcons war room only being like 4 computers. You don't need it to
Sorry,
be
there's
actual.
there's a video of Jackson Dart that's emerged that I've already been sent that I think we have to see. Just
yes.
Now, Steph and Ryan, how would you rate this cartwheel on a scale of 1 to 10?
Pretty athletic cartwheel.
I look very athletic.
Not bad.
Oh,
You don't want
man.
to know what I think?
That's a pretty athletic cartwheel.
I bet
All right,
Josh Allen couldn't even do that
That's
cartwheel.
right.
We got sidetracked. We got to bring Daquan to break down the James Pierce. Daquan, what do you think of the Falcons trading up and getting James Pierce?
We got fucked, man. Why the hell did we not take the door? Oh my god. That's fucking and we lost our Cam Scatterboo pick. Good.
Yeah, that was.
I love how he has that penciled in too. He has that penciled in, ready to go, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this, man. I had a hard It's weird. You look at Pierce, and to me, it wasn't like an appealing. And then you watch the tape, and I think the tape saves him a little bit because you look at him. Besides that, and you would say, man, I don't think he's a first round talent to me. But the tape is pretty impressive, and especially when you hear these crazy, I think that actually is a good thing.
I've heard him be compared to Dennis Rodman with his craziness.
Yeah.
I've heard that too, and I think, but in basketball, even in the '80s, that was like
oh my gosh, they updated the board.
I think that's a good thing in football. Where are we at right now? Did they pick?
The Ravens.
Guys, I'm
now
gonna go
on the
smoke
clock.
that blunt now.
All right. Well, thank you, Terrell. Thank you, Steph. And
I can't wait to have a Dart jersey. That is going to be a fun last name on a jersey.
I'd say I'm not as happy as I wish I could have been, but the Giants got fucked even worse.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
They did get Abdul Cardina. I mean, shit, he's great. But we both traded up, and I don't know what the fuck we did today, Kramer.
Eli vouched for him.
Oh,
Abel got his guy.
The epitome of mediocrity. I like that.
I mean, who am I to know? Like I said, I would have taken like I said at the top of the show, Milrow 1, then Dart, then Shuck, then Shador.
That's a terrible take.
We'll see. I mean,
I
said 6 months ago Shador would be a second rounder, and you guys laughed at me.
I don't give a shit if he's a second round. He's better than Jackson Dart.
He's better than Cam Ward too.
Yeah, I think he's better than Cam Ward too. Cam Ward throws some crazy ass passes. I'm with you.
Virginia Tech should have beat Miami. They fucking cheated.
We haven't had any. We haven't had any player trades, and we've only had what? We've had 3 trades now, right?
3 trades.
Okay,
is that right? 3 trades.
Over under 4.5.
So maybe we do get to the over. I don't know, because you could see, but the Giants were one of the teams that was obvious to trade back in.
Giants, Rams, Jacksonville. That's 3 trades. There wasn't any more trades other than that.
No, and then you still have if someone else is going to trade in to get their quarterback at the end of the first round, get the 5th year. You have what? New Orleans, Cleveland, Vegas,
Falcons.
and Jets.
That's
Falcons.
I'm on under 2.5 quarterbacks, and of course the Giants are going to screw it. Well, there's no need to do that. The Rams were not going to take Jackson Dart.
If the Rams were going to take Jackson Dart there,
the Rams were not going to take Jackson Dart.
You don't think so?
You can't even say that with a straight face.
Why would they? I mean, hold on. Well, let's just pull up my mock draft here. Who are the Rams taking at 26? Who are the Rams taking in my mock draft at 26? Jackson fucking Dart. Sharp maneuvering.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Good pick, Ryan.
Thanks.
Nice.
It's gonna help my mock draft score. It's like rooting for your friend. You're like, yes, got a team.
No,
match.
it actually doesn't help you.
It's a team match.
No, but you have Jackson Dart to the Rams.
First
he's
round.
He's on the Giants.
First round match.
Yeah, you get a point for that.
Can the I'll take the trade if the Cowboys come in and get Shador.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
So what are your thoughts on the?
Can we at least hit Dallas for Shador? That's all I ask.
Now, do the Browns end up with Shador, or do the Steelers? I mean, I guess the Steelers don't have a second round pick.
They don't. So. Yeah, they don't have a pick.
Do they trade?
Well, all of these teams are teams that will trade. The Ravens. I mean, the Eagles still have a pick. Commanders are up next.
Go Ravens.
Who?
Let's go D-back.
The Redskins are up next.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Colby.
Cool.
I didn't mean to offend
Name's coming back from what I understand. Well, it's cool. I think it's a pretty cool thing that we honor Native American history.
I agree with you.
Let's go Ravens D-back.
Ooh, nice pick. The Ravens always draft good.
Safety.
That's a good pick.
That was
no surprise.
It's like
everyone
Dwayne
was
Starks 2.0, right? Starks.
I mean,
Starks in the secondary for the Ravens.
That's a good. That's a good safety room.
Dude, he's a beast. I think this dude is a fucking great football player. I think he's that'll be a really good pick. I think
he comes down and hits people too, man.
He's a fucking beast,
he
man. He is a very good football player, man.
And lays the fucking wood.
Yeah. I highlighted him like a year ago of like, man, whoever gets him, I think he's gonna be a baller.
That's what they do.
He's got a white woman.
Yeah.
They take D-back.
You got to keep an eye out. That's Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Snow Bunny's in the back for the Shannon Sharp story. All right, we can't have you up front anymore.
All right, so we got the Lions coming up. Hey, thanks for hopping on, Daquan. Good luck with your Falcons. Let it ride, man. Appreciate
it. He's not happy.
Joining us on the line, Easy. What's happening, Easy? Your Lions on the clock.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yes, let's get an interception parlay going.
Yes, I can't wait for that to go back up again.
Yeah, speaking
can't
of
wait
picks,
to bet on real football.
The ultimate
Now,
pick.
I have you guys drafting Donovan Ezeraku, edge out of Boston College in my mock, but I could also see a receiver. That was one of the longer shot bets I gave out. How say you? What do you want Detroit to do? What do you think they're going to do here?
To be honest, I don't really care what we do because whatever we end up doing is going to be a plug-in pick. I think it's probably going to end up being Donovan. Like you were saying, I could also see maybe Luther Burden because it kind of seems like JMO might potentially be on the way out. So I could see that. I could also see like a crazy left field pick of Jack Sawyer randomly, just because we do weird shit like that sometimes.
That's a Dan Campbell guy right there.
The Luther Burden one's intriguing to me because I got him evaluated as a first round talent. I think he's a very I don't think Missouri utilized him to his potential, in my opinion. So that would be very intriguing to me if they got him.
Yeah, I mean, we need receivers anyway because after Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams, we really don't have much after that. But I also we already just gave Kirby Joseph a contract extension, so that's one guy that's already gone. And it seems like we kind of like Laporta over JMO right now, which is kind of weird. So, it could be Luther Burden here.
Update: Starks lifted Goodell off the ground. We hit that prop. Yes, plus money.
Nice.
Goodell got lifted off the ground.
Oh, they're showing their draft board. Wait, which team is this? They use a still marker on whiteboard. Ravens, huh? Old school. Like it.
Stark's going to be that's a great pick. I'm telling you.
Oh, they are. I mean, yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I was just going to comment on Easy's setup. Let's go full screen on Easy. You got a sweet little war room here yourself.
Yeah, I had to move some stuff around.
Yeah, walk us through.
Oh, is that a Hokies? You're a Hokie? Is that true?
Well, now more JMU than I am Hokies, but I grew up as a Hokies fan, so it's kind of both a little bit. But my dad went to JMU, played for JMU. We lived like 4 blocks from JMU for 10 years. So.
And they beat Virginia Tech before Virginia Tech stopped scheduling them.
Yeah, exactly.
Much like East Carolina, I completely agree with that. And
that's completely uncalled for, Colby.
And you got a Stafford jersey in the background, then a Braves jersey as well, huh?
Yeah, so that's actually the first jersey I ever owned.
Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy.
Terry Pendleton Jones.
Chipper Jones. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Chipper Jones.
Yeah, he was my generation growing up, so it had to be Chipper Jones.
Oh man,
how do you feel about your Lions' big picture going into the season, losing both coordinators? What do you got?
Obviously losing the coordinators is a hit. I don't think it's going to be as much of a hit as a lot of people think it's going to be. We have a lot of really good guys, still on the field if they can stay healthy. So, I'm really, like I said earlier, I'm not looking for a ton in this draft, kind of just backup guys. So I'm really more focused on the latter half of the draft than I am these first couple picks. But yeah, I mean, as long as we can stay decently healthy, I think Dan Campbell's going to kind of keep the train moving. And I don't really see a whole lot of issues with the coordinators.
Yeah, no. Dan Campbell brings that energy, but you worry you lose Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. As I saw the Eagles when they lost the Super Bowl and then lost both coordinators.
Scotty Montgomery still on the staff.
Do what?
Is Scotty Montgomery still on the staff? His coaching staff. I think his running backs coach. If so, you get.
He's one of. You got. Yeah, he's a cancer.
Yeah,
I want to say he went with Ben Johnson.
Okay,
but I could be thinking of somebody else.
No, he is he actually got a promotion.
Ooh,
he's an assistant head coach now with the Lions.
I'm sorry, I'll take the under. I'll take the under on the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, they moved him from running backs coach to wide receivers coach as well, which I don't think he's ever coached wide receivers. Oh no, he coached them back in Duke.
That means no Luther Burden, right? Oh no, it's definitely not because I just see the pick right now.
Lions go defensive tackle Tyleek Williams.
Man, I didn't have a slide on him.
No, yeah, I was gonna say
I do not have as a first round pick in my mock. Kramer, do you have Tyleek in there?
No.
Wow.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's a guy that'll help us on the line. Like I said, it'll be another plug-in guy for the line. It's it's better than another offensive lineman that we do every single year. So I'm okay with it.
He's an Ohio State guy. That's what you tell yourself.
Yeah. I mean, a little surprising though.
Yeah.
I had Harold Fannin in my mock draft, so I got that one wrong.
There's no way we were going tight end.
Kramer explaining to another Lions fan about why they might take tight end on X was pretty funny.
Yeah, no chance of us taking it.
He just kept saying, but what if they do? The guy goes, no way.
Well,
are we sure that the Lions are not in?
To be fair, we're almost always boring.
Are we certain?
I was selling the big slot.
That's Kramer's favorite segment. Are we certain?
Are we sure?
Are we sure that?
Thanks for hopping on, Easy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Easy.
Go Dukes, buddy.
Join us on the line. Redskins super fan money line, Mac, from the college experience. What's happening, Mac?
This is the first time in my life I am picking outside like the first hour.
Yeah, 29.
I don't know
You're
how
used to
people
staying
stay
up this
sober
late.
when you pick this late. God damn. I mean, this draft's taking forever.
It's a sign the name's coming back.
Hey, you heard the president yesterday. He said, bring it back, damn it. Let's go.
Everybody, man. Let's honor the history of Native Americans. It's a vital part of this country. I think we should honor it.
Damn
Let's
right.
go.
Very important
Now-
issue, Mr. President.
Yeah, the most pressing issue.
This is Trayvon Henderson, right? This is Trayvon Henderson.
Ooh, yeah, you guys
Has
can
to
do
be.
anything
Let's
here.
go.
I think, right?
Could
What do
be.
you
Go.
What do you
Trayvon
want him
Henderson
to
would be
do?
Amazing.
What do I want him to do? I want him to go defense.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Everybody watched the NFC Championship. We couldn't tackle.
Yeah, you let up 55 points, but yeah.
Will
And the week-
Johnson.
And
Will
the week
Johnson.
before.
I
Trayvon
had to
Henderson
go.
would be fun though.
I had to go back and look back at the draft from last year because automatically I was like, oh, we hit a home run because we got Jaden Daniels. It was a pretty good draft. I like the kid from Michigan, Saintrill, the undersized corner. I thought he was going to be good, and that was a good pick. I know he was undersized, and I think he slipped. So I know the other Michigan corner's still on the board as well, right?
Yeah.
Will Johnson.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's who they should take. They should
That'd
take.
be a great pick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like
Yeah,
to-
corner-
Smart.
Yeah, not much action in general on the cornerback market here.
I kind of thought they might trade back because Adam Peters did that a bunch at San Francisco. So,
yeah, I think the problem is teams like the Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles all probably would be happy trading back. But yeah, I don't know if there's a huge market for it. Like the Giants were the only team that was really interested in trading up.
Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart.
Man, was Terrell in his feelings. That was so great. What a crash out by Terrell. He's like, you're a Jags fan.
You knew they weren't going to take Deion's kid. It's the Giants.
No.
I know. That's insane.
He's going to be a fucking Cowboy. We all know this.
Yeah, this would be great.
I love
now,
he's better than Jackson Dart.
Now, Mac, are you worried?
I love Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Are you worried you're going to be in the same division with Jackson Dart?
No. I like Jackson Dart at Ole Miss. I don't fear him in the NFC East, so.
I don't fear him in the NFL. Like, to me, unless, like I said, unless he really works on his game, to me, Milroe made more sense to me. Of like, I can see a big potential upside with Jalen Milroe. If you don't want to go Shador because his dad and everything, Milroe, I would take over Dart 100 out of 100 times.
The Deion thing, I agree with you. The Deion thing's a big factor. Like, I know it probably shouldn't go into the handicap as much, but if you think Shador's average, do you really want to deal with Deion and all that other BS as well? Like, if you're not better than your problems, I mean, I'm not even saying Shador's a bad kid, or it's just the circus that comes with the Deion and that factor.
Well, but you're also in New York City, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
He can handle it better than most.
Yeah. And I would say, when in doubt, take a coach's son. Look at Jalen Hurts, who is a guy that just, did he have the greatest arm talent? Did he have the greatest skill? No, but he had that dog mentality that Nick Sirianni, one of the best coaches in the NFL, preaches. Hey, you work your ass off like Jalen Hurts, you can become a Super Bowl MVP. And I don't know if Jackson Dart has that dog mentality, but Shador being a coach,
literally commented Jalen Hurts. Your trash talk.
Who's they? I mean, what is that comparison? He also reminds me of fucking Ken Anderson. What are you talking about here?
That's all we can go off of.
I don't see any Jalen Hurts cartwheel videos.
Who we got? Who's the pick? I see the pick.
That's a great video. The pick is in.
Where's the hogs? They got to have the hogs, baby. Somebody's got to have a pick.
Nah, the NFL's against the cruelty to animals, so they can't do that. If you want to
talk about dads, Jackson Dart dad did play safety. For what it's worth.
In the NFL,
I like Jackson
for Utah.
I'm just glad that I know we won't take a quarterback. Or
Washington goes Josh Connerly, tackle out of Oregon. O-line. What do you feel about that, man?
We got a slide. We're good.
There you go. You can never have enough O-line help when your best player is your quarterback. So I'm not against it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Oregon was good in the trenches in the Big Ten year one. So look at it. All right.
You can have it. You can. I don't know though. I think you can have enough help when your defense is that terrible.
Yeah, we got to score 55.
You're right.
Yeah, look how big his head is. I like this kid.
Fair point. That is
got some meat on the bones, baby.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that house.
Yes, look at this highlight.
and you never know when Tunsil's going to fail another drug
what
test.
What year is that from?
You're right.
This is 88.
Wait, if you're watching NFL Network, they played a high school clip of him running the ball. Was he a running back?
I don't even think that was high school.
They're showing off a lot of tackle eligible plays.
Seriously.
All right, I'm sold. I like Connerly. I like this house. I like this whole viewing party. I like the size of that head.
CJ, I have not seen a dog. I don't.
No, not one.
He was a starting left tackle on the number one team in the country. That's good enough for me.
But I haven't seen a pizza either. So
yeah,
or a cheese head on a player.
Yeah, that's true.
Sean,
how does Golden not put on a damn cheese head? He's on the microphone yelling to 100,000 Packer fans. Put a cheese
By the
head
way,
on.
That's one of the most disappointing things in this whole draft is how much I think the ESPN heads hate being in Green Bay for the draft. I mean, Schefter's acting like it's 25 degrees outside. It's 58 degrees.
Yeah.
It's colder in New York City right now than it is in Green Bay.
He's always been the biggest douchebag.
I was like, God, you're soft ass.
The frozen tundra of Green Bay's parking lot.
Nothing worse than celebrity journalists.
And then Greenberg's complaining that he can't order his Starbucks latte, whatever bullshit.
How forced is that too? How forced is that too?
How great was it when Shefty said what was our guy's name? The St. Bonaventure that Sean tried to get me in on an interview.
Whoa!
He's like he wanted his life back. He wanted tough.
He had his phone in the shower. What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you put it in a little Ziploc bag. It works great.
Acting like he went to Nam. Acting like he just came back from a second stint.
He wanted to see his children, but he had to report on where Najee Harris was going.
Joining us on the line, managing editor, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, Bills super fan, the Don of Bills Mafia, Adam Pelletier. Adam, what are you guys doing here? I had you taking an O lineman that's already been taken. So my mock for you guys is cooked, but what do you think they end up doing?
Take you off of my guys who know ball list. If you think the Bills needed an offensive lineman, like that's a disappointing level of just idiocy. I got nothing else there, man.
Well, what are you doing here? The pick is in. What do you want?
I want a receiver. I need a receiver badly.
Yeah, you got to replace Matt Collins.
Exactly. Yep. And I don't know that we're going to get anybody who's going to be that good of vibes. That's just it. I need vibes. I need a receiver. I was hoping Matthew Golden was going to fall and Brandon Beane needed to get into this game and go get him, but he didn't. So
look at the photographs of the war room. This is insane. Can the NFL take themselves more seriously next year? That'd be great. They could do that.
The Bills are my second favorite team, Adam. So
as they should be. They should be everybody's second favorite team.
I love Josh Allen. I love the fan base culture. It's good.
Bills were always a back burner team for me until they tried to ban the tush push and Sean McDermott. His whole fake charade of it's injury and play. There's a real safety concern. Meanwhile, the second team to run the tush push, that was not a good look.
Yeah. Meanwhile, more and more teams play on artificial turf every fucking year. Fuck off.
Playing games in Montreal.
Bills are going back to grass, though. Just remember, Colby. Bills are going
I know. I'm just saying the whole league is playing on artificial. Hey, we care about safety, though. NFL, long history of being immorally correct. Right?
Just do what Louvu did. Just keep jumping over them. See if they don't call it eventually.
I don't know. Ray Davis is posting on Twitter, though, so I'm excited for this. That gets me going.
Speaking of which, Buffalo should get a safety because they're probably thinking we can get rid of DeMar Hamlin now, right? Enough time has passed. We can. People aren't going to judge us.
Wasn't bad last year.
People aren't going to judge us if we cut this man.
Nothing can get rid of DeMar Hamlin.
Take a safety in the first round because they've shown that they can could take CJ and I and turn us into good safeties. So they don't need to spend a good draft pick on this. They can.
CJ Gardner-Johnson is a good safety.
You can take a guy out of the morgue and have him playing safety for the Bills.
They're that good.
So Adam, how do you feel about the Bills as a team this year?
Bills. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna have depends on what they do here in the draft.
All right, Bills. Now we're bringing one of the.
You got Josh Allen still, no matter what.
We do. We always have Josh Allen, but they need to stop thinking like they did in Carolina with Cam Newton, and that Cam Newton just fixes all your sins. It's like, no, you need to build an actual team around him, or he'll break down and not be any good.
Cam Newton did get to a Super Bowl. Would be the difference, I guess, between him and Josh Allen.
I would love to get to a Super Bowl again. Like I could deal with that level of heartbreak again in my life. I haven't felt that heartbreak since 1999.
You're ready to be hurt again.
I've been ready to be hurt again.
They have the quadriplegic market cornered now. Come on with these Bills. I don't like this.
And the pick is in. Maxwell Hairston, Kentucky cornerback.
Okay.
This is the one we were talking about earlier. It's intriguing. It's intriguing because this is a guy that was not a big time recruit. Stoops. This is classic Stoops. Builds up the player out of Detroit. Even if memory serves me correct, I believe Michigan didn't even offer him. And I don't know. Like he played.
About. Get her out of here. That's just garbage. Last time the Bills took an SEC cornerback, they traded him for a 6th round pick, and he was falling over himself in the AFC Championship game. God awful pick. God awful.
Oh wow, pick. Nice jacket though. He's
Great
wearing
jacket.
Bills colors already.
I need Brandon Beane to get fired already because this is just atrocious.
Wow.
Kramer, take him. I'll trade you him for Joe Shane. Like, please, straight up.
Well, you probably like the way they fleeced the Vikings.
This guy? He just touched the Bills logo. I like this guy. IHOP trade alert.
Tested well. He tested well.
Wow,
we got a trade.
Super Bowl. We had a Super Bowl trade.
Kansas City to Philly.
Philly's going up 1 pick.
This is funny. Special.
Philly's taking Shadur Sanders here and trading.
Haven't we taken enough from the Kansas City Chiefs?
No.
I mean, we fucked up Mahomes so bad he had to get a haircut. Did you guys see that? The loss was so bad he had to get a haircut.
Ice cold.
This is amazing. Oh no.
Is that what about Rosenberg? Yeah, get him on here. Rosenberg.
I'm here on Broad Street still partying because we're champions.
Grease the pole, Brosy.
That's right. That's where I'm at. So I think we're going after Mike Green or Donovan Iziraku. I think probably Mike Green kind of feels like a guy here, but I really thought they were going to go for Starks. So I guess that felt like the move, but it would have been earlier.
Wait, but Will Johnson's still available, right?
Yeah, but they need someone who can convert to safety effectively.
I know, but sometimes the Eagles just draft. To me, they draft oftentimes just the best player available.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they've been talking a lot about Amos, but I'd like Will Johnson. I mean, but he's not going to play corner for us. He's going to they need somebody who can, because Sidney Brown's leg got turned backwards 3 years ago. So
what's the contract situation though? Because I honestly, and I'm not saying this because Green, you can mute yourself or mute my fucking voice, but the Hurts thing that made no sense at the time. But to me, they've always been kind of cutting edge over the past decade on their picks.
Shador's the pick,
right?
Yeah, Shador's the pick.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, Will Johnson. To me, if you're going
Will
best
Johnson's
player
the best player available.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And if you're got a corner that's due up for a contract next year or the year after, then it makes a lot of sense.
Well,
yeah, but that doesn't make.
I mean, they're not going to pay. Jordan Davis is probably gone after. Well, he'll be gone. He's not of the guys who are going to get extended stuff. Probably he's the odd man out. That's why I'm just thinking they're just going to need another big guy in the middle.
They need a safety.
No, they need a receiver.
Was that Scott Leffler that he was hugging? Hold on.
Leffler is part of the staff. He's part of the staff now.
Was that Leffler? Could this be Harold Fannin? Holy shit!
Hey, Fannon's a dog.
If it is, Ryan and mine's Kramer and mine's night is saved. As I basically had to wipe a lot of blood off me before I got here from our picks.
I love Fannin. One of the worst bats. They just traded up for Fannin.
Tell me they drafted Fannin,
dude. His coach is Eagles' new quarterback is now on the staff. So
the fact that
I love that angle. You guys talked about it.
No, Mason Taylor they could do, or Fannin. Yeah, I would be surprised if they do tight end in the first round.
I'd be surprised if they do tight end for a first round contract.
I'm rooting for you guys. My only concern is the only reason they would trade up with the Chiefs is that if they were worried about the O lineman, the Chiefs might take.
Right.
That's the only thing I can think because I don't think the Chiefs are taking a tight end, right?
No. Well,
could it be running back?
Maxwell Harrison. Did you see that Maxwell Harrison interview? What don't you like about him? He's amazing. That jacket was incredible. The inside of it, he's all personality.
It could be. Could they be trading up for Trevion Henderson? That is a player the Chiefs liked. Eagles. maybe they see the writing on the wall with the amount of touches that Barkley had.
Yeah, the
I would
trade
be
is
very
very
surprised.
confusing.
There's only 2 picks left, so I don't want to take it away from you here, but I wanted to show a stat or a shot of, Jackson Dart in the what is that? Jackson Dart. He didn't against good competition. He was very, very average. If you look right there, look at all the teams he kills it against. All
right,
shitty
we don't
teams.
we don't need to
All
look in the
shitty
rear
teams.
view.
No, I'm just saying. There's
view?
a great fucking point there, man. You look, he boasts his stats against fucking Georgia Southern.
I
When he
saw
plays
those things
decent
they wrote
competition,
about
he's
him.
trash.
Competitive, gets better every year. Jalen Hurts. Those 3
Hold on.
things have worked out well.
We did say the same thing about Josh Allen, Colby. Like, never forget. We did say Josh Allen.
We, as in me, and not me.
What I'm
Not me.
talking about, Adam.
I want to know what Colby's assessment of Josh Allen was. I don't think I remember.
Go back and
He
look.
liked
Go
him.
back
He
and
liked
look.
him.
I
He
said,
liked
hi. Yes.
Well, pick is
And
in.
Hurts. And fucking Hurts. All right.
I was in on Hurts. Hurts was a great pick. I thought it was at the time too.
Same.
Is Sean lying about the Hurts pick?
Yes,
no,
Sean's lying about the Hurts
at the
pick.
time I was off, but as soon as I saw
getting
him
to
playing, I
the
was in.
biggest
will say
mistake
that.
I've seen in my
From the
entire
Hurts
life.
from the Hurts pick.
Drafting Jalen Hurts, number
As soon as I
53
saw him
overall.
playing, I knew
it's the most
that guy was
terrific
good
pick.
at football, and I was 100% in on. Actually,
the
this could be
jury's
for
still out on Hurts, if you ask me.
Yeah, CJ still doesn't like Hurts. Even after he won the Super Bowl, he's like, I
I'm
don't
still
know.
not in on him. I don't know.
Hey, I seen Mark Rippon happen to the Redskins. It's possible. It is
that a really?
possible.
Are you watching
The Ravens?
He's got a lot of Doug Williams in him.
Yeah, the Ravens
guy with the mohawk.
for after he won the Super Bowl for Elvis Gerback.
The guy didn't even win the fucking Super Bowl. He played in the Super Bowl.
Who was that guy? The tall guy? Is it Sirianni? Who's next to Sirianni?
I'm looking.
I actually like the if they're jumping
Look
up
at
for
that draft
Fannin.
board. Look at those first and second round picks. God,
They don't show. They're not showing the Derek Barnett's and then who's that guy we got from UVA? John.
The wideout Rager was fucking horrible.
I'll never forgive Howie for that. I don't care how good of a GM he is.
That was a terrible pick. That was also when he was like finding himself on the other side of the building or whatever it was. Yeah,
awful. But then saying Justin Jefferson didn't fit our system. He was too tall.
Paris Campbell is listed as a key loss for us. On the network.
Yeah, he's been key loss. He was key loss for the Giants last year.
That's his nickname, Paris Key Loss Campbell. Can't stay on the team.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, I'm the only Eagle fan out on Hurts and Howie Roseman.
Yeah, that's real zig.
He's just a Sirianni guy.
Yeah,
the pick is in.
Yeah,
I'm just a big Dom guy, really.
Eagles. How he had to trade, he couldn't just
Jihad
say,
Campbell.
Jihad.
Yeah. All right.
Up
I
for the
mean,
concerns.
Like it.
Injury concerns. Howie loves Bama guys, but he usually likes Bama guys on the other side of the ball. He likes them on the O line. It's just again, you want to talk about talent available? He's still.
It's true. I guess you counter that with. I guess you counter that with our linebackers still a position.
Well, Nakobe Dean's like really hurt. Nakobe Dean must be like.
I'm only
really
fucking
hurt.
with you. I think he's a good player, but I'm just saying that's the new narrative. Linebackers don't exist.
I mean, edge didn't exist when I was growing up, and now it's apparently a thing. It's Gen Z killed it.
But Kramer, remember we were talking about this in the studio in the mock draft, the NFL guys mock draft had him. I'm like, how's he going to fall this far? And you said he's actually going to the second round. This is wild. Obviously I thought Tampa Bay was going to take him, but
yeah, I thought
a lot of teams. A lot of teams apparently have essentially have him off the board for the medical.
Yeah.
So teams is he going to miss games?
What did he have? Did he have shoulder?
He looked pretty good skipping down the.
Their current linebacker. I mean, other than Bond, I mean Dean. Like Sean, you and I talked about this, but Dean's like really hurt. Like it's probably starting on the.
I love Jihad Campbell. I just don't understand why he fell this far.
No, it's probably to Kramer's point, probably injury concerns, but so did Nakobe Dean, and that ended up working out. And
if it worked, look, yeah.
And you brought back Vaughn. You don't need him to start year one. So this is an
Vaughn's
awesome
only a 3-year deal too. So it's not as if like we're like he's gonna be waiting for a while. It's look, I mean, he projects high. It's great. They must also be really worried about depth there too.
Well, I was just gonna say the story could have been Kansas City wanted to take him. Maybe other teams were trying to trade up for this pick.
That's fair.
That's what they were trying to step in front of. Was Kansas City's got to take an O lineman, or whatever, but they weren't going to take.
No, but this is like what we were talking about. Almost in a weird way, non-premium positions that you think you're only going to have one contract, getting him in the.
No, of course.
Again, I don't know. I don't know why you trade ahead unless Andy Reid called the Eagles like, "Hey, someone's trading up for Campbell."
No, that's what I mean. Some other people are trying to go for this spot. That's the only. That's my own.
Maybe it was.
Think of all the jokes we're gonna be able to make, though. There's a jihad coming to on the defense. Like this is gonna be great. It writes itself.
How did the Bills not take jihad, especially with McDermott throwing his 9/11?
That's the big question. I mean, we know that Sean McDermott was in on him as soon as he heard the name, and I think they had to tear the card out of his hand.
That McDermott loves the team of Ali Akbar.
Like, almost as good as a joke as Alabama playing Mercer in those highlights.
Oh wow!
I mean, listen, don't disrespect the SoCon, Colby. Come on,
Colby. I love the SoCon, but show some better highlights. All right, you got to go up against.
Don't bring your TC talking points here. Come on, we're talking real professional football. This is I'm excited about this pick, Jihad Campbell. Let's go.
Pick.
Yeah,
I love this pick.
Nothing like taking.
Is it jihad or is it jihad?
It's jihad.
Jihad. You have to say it. You have to say it in a certain way. You have to say it.
Damn. So
Shador and Vaughn are going to be the two towers in the linebacking core. It's going to be crazy.
The two towers are going to be Jameis and Russell Wilson. They're both going down at the same time in New York.
So
the Eagles can't.
Just going to bench Jackson Dart. Give him the red shirt.
There's been enough time.
Hey Kramer, we won a draft bet just now.
Nice.
One came through.
Nice. Not Harold Fannin though, unfortunately.
Grab the mic. Is there a problem grabbing the mic?
Seriously.
Although I'm a little more in on Maxwell Hairston because I discovered he was the guy who was dapping all the players up as they came down.
I was right.
To get drafted.
So I think Shefty should hate that pick. I don't think you should hate it.
I think Shefty's listening to this live stream. He just reported what I reported, that the Eagles traded to block another team from trading up against Jihad.
The Chiefs should take Milroe.
They should.
He would be a good little gadget piece for them.
Yeah, and
that would be hilarious.
What's going on with Schefter's hoodie, suit and tie, and
oh god,
what is?
We were discussing this earlier.
You can do a hoodie under a jacket, or you can do a hoodie over the tie, but you can't do all of it. It's too much. You got to pick a lane.
Insane.
And I would say, if watching someone on TV with a hoodie under a sport coat offends you, definitely don't tune into VSiN right now. He's like he's literally got the Adam Schefter I'm cold look.
Maybe Andy Reid just didn't feel comfortable drafting a number 31 as a Super Bowl loser role. And he's like, listen,
I need 32. Give me an even number.
We have to do 32. And this is foreign to me. It's like, all right,
guys.
Colby, SEC 16, Big Ten 9. 25 of the 31 players.
But I mean,
they have a better year.
How many of those count though? I mean, just because you got for 1 year, you know what I mean? Like, does it really count? It's like Jahmyr Gibbs. There were Alabama fans repping. It's like, well, he spent 3 at Georgia Tech. So I mean, okay, you got him for 1 year in a rental. You know.
Well, the first two picks were FCS picks.
Yeah, that's like the chick.
Yes.
That's like the chick that goes out on the date and gets the guy renting the Lamborghini instead of owning the Lamborghini.
Double thumbs down from a Chiefs fan.
So just for the record, I wish I had just put all my bets on Chiefs to select an offensive lineman. So easy in hindsight.
I concur.
I had Chiefs. I had Chiefs on lineman. I had Chiefs O lineman.
Yeah, I took that.
I'll do a little talent in there.
Nice job, CJ.
You watch
So did the Seahawks trade out of the first round?
Yeah.
No, they took Gray Zabel.
Yeah, you're right.
They took Gray. Yeah.
Oh, then I lost. All right. What a mock draft. Or wait, this is a real draft. Good times. I gotta go drink some more beers.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. I got a show in the morning. Bye.
Later to Adam. Adam. Mac. CJ, thanks for hopping on, saying on the show. Check
That's
out
not
the
CJ.
bombs.
That's not CJ.
Sorry, Stone Labanowitz. FCS legend. And a shout out to Colby. A good work on the slides. Colby, appreciate everyone tuning in. Sunday night, we will be live with our draft grades. And then Monday, already breaking down Rookie of the Year prop bets over on the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out the College Experience and download the SGPN app. And big thanks to all our guests, all the contributors, everyone who hopped on. Very fun draft. Did not win a ton of draft bets, but it was still a fun ride. And shout out to Jihad Cable.
Let's go.
Eagles did win the draft, as my buddy Justin said.
He wasn't too excited.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
If Dallas drafts Shedeur Sanders, I still become rich.
Kramer, let it ride.